Artist rates Resident Evil Protagonists by Kinkymation. After the antagonist video, I did want to queue up the protagonist video. I heard a little bit of back and forth. I guess this one's a really interesting video. Not entirely sure why. However, let's dive into this.
Resident Evil. So, if there's one thing I know about Resident Evil, having played a few games now, insert clip screams here, is that a lot of the characters in these games are stupid attractive.
Objective fact.
Like, we've all seen Daddy Leon, and we've all seen Daddy Leon now, to the point that I've seen discourse about Ari Requiem, about Leon and Grace, who are both very, very pretty, by the way, because people got mad that us girly pops were like, ooh, yes, Daddy Leon, blow out my spine. But it kind of got me thinking a little bit.
Like, what do you mean? Like, just talking about, like thirsting after them? Or are they, like, shipping? Because Grace and Leon don't... No, that is a bad ship. Because, I mean, Grace's whole arc was overcoming trauma, right? Do you necessarily think that it'd be a good idea to have that trauma bond and have that as a base for a relationship? Don't get me wrong. I'm sure people could make that work. There are issues that, you know, lean into, especially, you know, if the person is either cold, distant, detached. You know, I think that basing a relationship off a trauma bond is not necessarily the smartest idea. I mean, look at Ellie and Isaac from Dead Space, right? Dead Space 2. You know, they got together for a little bit. Dead Space 3 comes around. I don't really care what your opinion on Dead Space 3 is, not the point. Like, that was a, you know, relationship formed out of a trauma bond, and it makes sense because Isaac's dealing with his own issues, Ellie's dealing with her own issues, that they end up splitting, you know? And whatever story events from there, you know, whatever your opinion on Dead Space 3 is, you know, go for it. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the game when it actually functions. Still sad we're never going to Dead Space 4. Leon and Ada, I mean, even back through 2, right? I mean, even the 2 remake, which I'll know she'll have played, right? I mean, there's just more chemistry with her and Ada. And then obviously you have Separate Ways in 4, and then you have in 6 the whole Simmons, Ada, I love you plot point, right? Like Leon and Ada had very much been hinted at for a hot minute. Hello, YouTube?
Is every playable character in these games hot? Is this just a psyop for wanting us to play a game about killing zombies as Calvin Klein models? Is the actual end goal to just put a hot daddy on screen and watch you bash people's skulls in and punch rocks? I think so, and I want to see today the Resident Evil protagonist. I'm talking playable characters. How hot are they? Is everybody who's playable attractive? Yes, no, why? And
a lot of them are. I mean, but that's the thing is, like, we can argue, like, yeah. How far am I into the video? SEX sells. We know this, right? That's why media is done in a certain way. To be fair, it's also really cool to be like, I'm playing this really pretty girl, or this smoking hot girl, or this absolute muscled daddy-o during zombie apocalypse, right? I mean, there's just a certain appeal to it.
We will discuss, because I think this is an important question, because I want to know if playing Resident Evil is actually a fucking, like, massive operation to get people to think that a zombie fucking event would be okay so long as we had a hot daddy to take care of the problem, you know? So...
I mean, didn't the U.S. military... This was circa about 2013. Didn't the U.S. military have a whole, like... Didn't they, have a whole thing for, like, a zombie apocalypse? Like, it was mostly that, like, wow, this actually exists. They actually have a thing. Because I think it was how popular it was in the media around the time, right? I vaguely remember details about that happening.
Let's look at some RE protagonists in many different forms, because a lot of these people show up in other games. And see, are they all hot?
I am flattered. But I'm a one-lady type of guy.
This is only playable characters. If this one does well, we can talk about the NPCs. Okay, so we're starting with Resident Evil 0. Wait, 0? 0's like a prequel somewhat. I was not expecting a Resident Evil 0. Billy! Show me what you got!
Been fantasizing about me, have you?
I mean, I see the appeal. I don't know. I guess I'll go with the same thing I was doing last time, right? That smash or pass element. I don't know. Like, I see it. I see the vision here. I see it. That's a pass for me, though. Just not... Yeah, I heard from her chat. Just like, Billy's cool, wish he'd reappear. Yeah, man just kind of vanished. But to be fair, like, that was kind of the thing. He was declared officially, you know, just MIA, right? Man is a ghost, so he could, get away because he was a prisoner at the beginning of this.
There's attractive stuff about this bitch, but like the overall vibe I'm getting is put $1 in the douchebag jar.
And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself.
Lay off the hair grease. This is the most 2000s man ever. Yeah! You know that bad boy in like every sitcom ever that like the like fucking teen girl of the family fell in love with for like one episode and then the dad had to prove he was a bad dude? This is this character.
You're drinking beer. Yeah, tastes horrible. Want some?
That is a male lesbian. You can't say stuff like that. Oh my fucking god. Male lesbian is a word. But like he does have the cleavage for it. But there's stuff about this character that I can tell at a glance that I like. Like I see the dog tags, I see like the handcuffs on one
It's the douchebag attitude that doesn't do it for me.
hand, like the little baby yee ass gun. Let me become a red pillar and analyze his bone structure. Looks maxing! How looks maxing are we doing? Is he mogging, chat? No, like the face is kind of giving mog, but the hair is tragic. Okay, low key, we're trying to hide a bald spot a little bit. It's like very 2000s with like the tank top with blood on it, the wife beater, and like the tucked in jeans and like boots. The fashion sense is on point, but I don't know if I like this combination. So Billy, I would give you like, if I'm ranking out of 10, you're like at like a high close. 6 in the attractiveness scale, okay?
I'd say 7 out of 10 personally. I think we're close in how we're looking at this.
Okay. You could do better, Billy. Fix your shit. Who's next? Oh, we got Girly Pop.
The name is Rebecca Chambers,
Oh, no, Rebecca's a heart smash.
but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Oh, adorable. Rebecca! That is a face that you would bring home to meet your mom. This is girlfriend material, okay? The little, like, fucking pixie haircut. She's wearing, like, her military gear all dainty. Like, this is girly popping. If this was pink, this is a vibe. This is a K-pop outfit. But it's, like, actually tactically useful. Like, she's wearing a yee-ass bulletproof vest and, like, she has army colors, but, like, she has such a cute face.
I mean, she's a medic, right? Medic, health, green. I mean, it all kind of comes together, green and white. I mean, you think, like, white mage. Well, I guess white mage from Final Fantasy is more traditionally white and red, right? But, like, I mean, in games, how is health often portrayed, right? Green. So there is kind of that element of, like, oh, you're a medic, right? And I guess also, yeah, camouflage elements, so that also kind of blends in with the design a bit.
10 would die first in the zombie apocalypse, though. Like, she's so pretty, but her face is, like, so innocent and, like, squishy that I would assume that a zombie would fucking bite out her jugular immediately, you know? She's a medic. Oh, thank God she's not on the front lines. I was worried for a second. Yeah, she's
So about that,
not gonna get her jugular bitten out. Okay, she's fine. She's good. She's fine. Rebecca,
her and Billy went through the entire Umbrella training facility. I mean, she's very combat capable.
I would rate you an 8 out of 10. Not a...
I think I'm right there. I think 8 makes sense, yeah.
10 because you would die first. Good job. Now we move on to the first.
Resident Evil. Chris Redfield.
Oh my God. Spanish, did you put in the real person for...
Spanish gathered the images. I love the entirety of her team.
Like, shits and giggles. Is this what Chris used to look like? Why is there an IRL person here? Who put, like, the real person here next to the anime avatar?
So I actually haven't played original Resident Evil 1. I actually haven't even played the remake. That's something I just gotta do. I might do it off stream and then actually stream after I have a couple runs under my belt. Just time management. But, like, yeah, no, like, the original, like... It had like the live action like cinematic opening type thing, right? Like it's very of the era. It's really funny.
The first game had a live action cutscene. Oh, I hate that. But like here's the thing about Chris, right? Wow, entradas on the live action version. But like the anime version is pretty charming. He started out so scrappy, and now he's like a rock-punching god. Also, Chris is gonna be in here like 20 times, I'm sorry. So we're gonna see the evolution of Chris Redfield. So what's with the cigarette? Oh my God, this was back when smoking was considered like fashionable.
You know, that's actually something I'm surprised in just modern business climate. I'm actually really surprised we haven't seen a push for like smoking to be normalized again. To, you know, because we have, I mean, turn on your TV in the US, right? How many like medical ads we have? It's actually really surprising we haven't seen a push from tobacco companies to like just, hey, yeah, can we just reverse all these decisions? Can we just make commercials for, you know, like cigarettes again? I'm actually really surprised. Like I don't know if that's like restraint or if it's like kind of a like people have them pegged dead to rights kind of thing. If they tried that, the backlash would just be so immense. I'm actually really surprised.
Editing team, scratch it out, make it a lollipop stick so YouTube doesn't get mad at me.
That's
Dude,
the one.
I love the OG Chris's outfit. I love old school artwork, side note, because like you can tell that they were just like starting to find their footing in like the art style and design for the franchise. So nowadays we have like a very like clear cut like tactical SWAT team vibe for a lot of the military protag, and
I mean, using Resident Evil 5 as kind of saying Resident Evil 5 is modern is very interesting, because RE5 was circa what, 2009, somewhere in there, right? I would argue we've actually kind of moved away from this, which is actually really interesting, because yeah, we kind of went from more police officer attire to more tactical, right? And I would argue RE4 and the campiness of RE4 led to the campiness of RE5, right? You got Leon, roundhouse kicking everybody, chain roundhouse kicking people, to Chris punching a boulder, and then you get to RE6 where, you have Jake and Sherry, right? They do the funny shining burning finger magnum shot through the Ustanak, right? Like it makes sense. Or like Piers with his army gets, right? So the campiness did make sense, and we were due for kind of a reset. We went to Resident Evil 7, but that's the thing is, when we look at Resident Evil, we did have like the really hyper like militarized era, but then we had the reboot, which was 7. And 7 really brought that down a bit. And I don't mean that in a negative way, right? Ethan Winters is just John Guy. He is John Doe. He is just a dude who ended up going to Louisiana Bayou, right? Like, so I guess, like, perspective-wise, I've definitely watched, like, the 3-hour lore compilations of Resident Evil, right? Like, I have a decent amount of understanding. Like, there's still things that escape my, like, understanding, or certain things that I just haven't really experienced. Like, I haven't played Code Veronica, for example, right? But like I know what happens and have been ingrained in Resident Evil for a long enough time, right? So it's one of those series I actually love and always love an excuse to talk about. So I have what sounds like a little bit more context than she does, which is just wanting to put that for transparency's sake, right? Going into Ethan, we had oh god, what is it? End of Zoe, which was the DLC for 7. But that was what? Jack Baker's brother, right? He gets the power fist at the end, and that's super sci-fi tech, and we're starting to get into more of that, I feel. Although I guess we've always been there, because that kind of is reminiscent of like the PRL, the funny laser from the original Resident Evil 4, which is actually missing. The PRL in incendiary grenades are still missing from the Resident Evil 4 remake, which is fascinating to me, and I want to know why. And then, like, we had I'm trying to think of the other DLC. Is it Not a Hero with Babyface Chris Redfield, which I still think is a clone. We talked about it in the last one. Ain't no way. It just... Yeah, I mean, like when you go into the military, like it's more militarized, but I feel we've very much gone away from everybody kind of, cosplaying in tactical gear into looking like Ethan Winters. I mean, even Leon, right? I mean, Leon had, a couple things on him during the events of Requiem, but I mean, he kind of just had his shirt and a jacket on, right? Well, I guess he had a tactical vest on. I'm trying to think, because it's been a minute since I played Requiem. I mean, Grace is just Grace. Nothing really special about her. I'm still kind of confused why she had all the bandages on her. Honestly, like I don't know what caused that. I think I just missed a scene or two, because that seemed like a really interesting transition. I don't know. Like, I'm musing about this, and like there is an element of like going into more of a militarized, like, I mean, he has an earpiece on, right? Like there's more of a militarized aesthetic, but once we hit 7, which is the reboot, unless you are actively in like, you know, military tactical gear, and you're in military tactical gear, right? Like hunk status. It's been very much more casual in terms of attire.
Like, oh god, for the not military people, but that still kind of like fits that urban setting. But this is like aggressively 90s design for a character. Still, Chris, you didn't start off too strong though. I think that Chris for me starts out at like a 7, but let's see if he ages like fine wine. Tell me why like
I'd say 6.
the IRL version doesn't look like the magician uncle from like Arrested Development.
Jill Valentine.
Never seen it.
Oh, dude, Jill. I hate that there's IRL people in this. I like Jill, but I hate this outfit. But your face
you hate the WoW shoulder pads.
is super cute. No, Jill is not gonna start off strong, because, like, nice body, but completely hidden by the weird tactical clothes. Again, they hadn't found their footing quite. Just
No, I mean, I think it's iconic in terms of design, and I do think that there's definitely some, like, design elements here. I mean, I actually do like the baggier pants leading to a larger profile, especially for, like, combat engagements, right? You know, it's loose clothing increases your profile, right? Your size profile. Thus, you know, someone could say thrust a rapier at you and get nothing but net, right? You know, is a thing that can and will happen. I mean, I like the pouch. I don't know. The shoulder guards are iconic. I mean, they definitely keep. I think they size them down going forward, like especially in the RE1 remake and stuff. I mean, the beret's pretty cool. I think that, you know, I guess maybe even like increasing the silhouette and downplaying the feminine characteristics, I think is honestly kind of an interesting choice. I'm not opposed to it. I think I actually rather like it because I don't know. I guess at that point I levy how do we feel about boob armor in like fantasy setting, right? Because, I mean, people like it. I'm not going to say people don't like it. Not going to say it's not done well artistically. But, I mean, that's not how breastplates work, like, in actuality. Thus, we have the separation between art and reality, right? So, wherein lies the good mix for people? I don't know. I really don't mind having a larger, bulkier silhouette, you know, hiding a bit of that femininity, I think is the word I'm going for. Because she is a STARS officer. She's a special task force police officer.
yeah, okay. Wait, you gotta have a beret. No, the beret is actually cute. It's the fucking shoulder pads I have an issue with. She's cute though, but I would say that Jill doesn't start too strong for me. Jill is probably like at a
7.
I'm gonna go 5.
Rebecca Chambers.
And then we have Rebecca again.
Rebecca is probably a 7 or 8 for me. I actually do enjoy it. Yeah, I do enjoy Rebecca.
Dude, I love her. Is this the one that Wesker tributed to?
Yes.
Because, like, yeah, I get it. She's so cute. I like that
This very much reads like Yuffie a little bit.
headband. It's a nice little addition. She looks a little bit less like a medic in this one, but it's interesting to see the difference between, like, the anime artwork and the old stuff from, like, Resident Evil 0. And the IRL fucking, like, picture is just fucking sending me. I'm sorry. She's really cute, though. She looks very young in this, though. I think it's the anime, because, like, the live-action one does look like a grown-ass woman.
It's not that Becca seems young. She's 18 in Army 1.
What? Someone said that she graduated college early, which is pretty cool. She's so adorable.
She's smart.
I think that Becca's rating stays the same. Yeah, she's like an 8.
Family, son.
Albert Wesker.
Oh my god, you're so douchey. Right, now we're doing the RE1 remake.
I like how we didn't even have a commentary on just like, is this a smash or a pass? Is this what? Nah, he's just douchey. I don't know. It tickles my brain in the right ways.
This makes perfect.
Chris, you look depressed, baby boo. I like it though, because he still has the same outfit as before, but it feels a lot more tactical.
Wasn't the RE1 remake relegated to the RE5 engine? From chat, the removal of incendiary grenades from RE4 remake was to incentivize environmental hazard use. I guess I still miss them though. Well, they also dealt with regenerators in the original very well, so I wonder if that was to potentially stop people from trivializing regenerators with an incendiary. You can pop an incendiary grenade at their feet, and I've just knocked them out entirely. Just got all the plog on one go. If I remember correctly, because we had the Lost in Nightmares DLC, I'm pretty sure RE1 Remake is on a similar engine, if not the same engine of RE5, right?
He does have a nice face. He is kind of mogging a little bit. I think that Chris in this version rates a little bit higher
Pass, like 4 out of 10.
than the first game. I would put this one at like almost 8. He needs a little bit more swag, chat, a little more riz.
Talking to yourself?
9 out of 10 smash.
You alright? What's gotten into you?
Leagues better. Like, she still has, like, her tactical shoulders and her beret and shit, but, like, now it actually feels like a uniform as opposed.
I feel like that has to be uncomfortable, having just that underbust harness. I feel like you're definitely squeezed, because, like, okay, so I guess I could see it, like, kind of like an underbust corset, right, where you have support for the cleavage. And I guess that could be, like, supporting in its own aspect, right? Like, I guess I could see that being comfortable. But I feel like when you get the straps on the side involved, I feel like you're just squishing them together. But then again, I'm also not and women, so I don't know. Just from the male perspective, I look at this and I go, I feel like there's the underbust corset has potential, like, or the underbust strap has potential, but I feel like the straps would get really annoying unless it was, like, sized correctly, or, like, you were able to, like, adjust the sizing so it fits snug. But even then, I feel like it gets weird because it feels like, I guess, like, not that it's, like, chest wrapped, right? That's something different. But, like, I feel like it's just cool. Here is the cleavage presented from, you know, supported by the underbust strap, and then squeezed, you know, together, pushed forward by the straps flanking it. I don't know. I look at this and I just, like, is that comfortable? Is the question I really come to. I mean, I adore Jill's design. Like, Jill is great. I adore Jill.
To, like, a weird Halloween costume. I also like that we can see a little bit more of her hair. I love the combat boots too. I like the harness under the boobas that, like, lift them up nicely though. I think that Jill in this version she went from, like, a 5 to, like, a 7.
7 minutes.
Solid. Very, very solid character design. Miss Sandwich? Why Miss Sandwich? If you play, you'll get it. Oh.
I haven't played, but I get the joke. Yeah, she would have been a Jill sandwich.
Oh, not in the sexy way, right? Like,
No.
in the Resident Evil puzzle way, right?
Yes. I mean, I'm sure some artists have in fact taken that joke to new heights. It would not surprise me.
What's going on?
Oh no.
What happened?
I love that somebody sent this to her.
Help me, please.
Oh, this was before voice acting was not a priority.
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down.
Kick it down. Run!
Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close.
You know what? I know people are gonna talk shit on it. I enjoy older voice acting. Are you kidding? Like, going back and watching, like, Silent Hill, like, 2 and Silent Hill, like, 3? Are you kidding me? That is peak, right? Eddie, what are you doing? This town is full of monsters. Are you telling me that that's not peak voice acting? Excuse you, but I want more of that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the RE2 remake, but I'm also like, damn, bro. Like, bro, give me more of the just, like, legacy voice acting. I miss that era so much. Oh my god.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Oh god.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life.
I love the PS1 graphics because she has big Woody.
Don't do anything
thick.
I wouldn't do.
8 out of 10 smash.
Oh, she's so cute. You maintain your 8 status because this is, like, a very similar design to the old ones. You haven't changed that much. It's just such an adorable character. Holy shit. Like, look at her little face.
She modernized pretty well.
A precious bean. Please don't let a zombie bite out your jugular. Like, I feel this character's death in my bones. Like, I hope she's okay, but, like, I would also not be surprised at all if she fucking dies. I have been informed by the lore master, also known as Hubby.
Doesn't husband shows up. I know that she's around. Isn't she in some of the screenplays? Because Resident Evil has canonical screenplays, from what I understand. Isn't she in the one with the Irish giant? Isn't she in the screenplay with that one? I don't remember what it's called.
That the backgrounds in the remake for RE1 were pre-rendered because they had fixed cameras, so they looked much better than the rest of the graphics in the game. That's actually a good workaround to that limitation, actually.
I'm trying to find my boyfriend.
Like, honestly, though, like, they used to do so much more with games. Like, don't get me wrong, we still have art nowadays, and, like, games look wonderful. This very much was, like, what limitations and like making things happen, right? How like what was it, the mirror from Silent Hill 2? They had, in order to make that happen on like the PS2, they had to like make an exact copy of the room James was in and have him staring back at it to give the illusion of a mirror. It's just, I mean, they had to do some nutty stuff to make things work. But maybe we don't hear about the modern equivalent of that because everything is just so like under wraps and under NDAs and stuff. 8 out of 10 would smash.
His name's Leon.
You have seen better days. Ada, you don't look Chinese here. What's going on? Leon was thirsting after this. How bad did Leon look in the original? Oh, ew, she's wearing leggings and a dress and, like, no socks. Ew!
I cannot, I can't really understand it, but I'm just going to smile and nod. I don't know the feeling.
This Ada is like a 4.
Don't waste my time.
Woman thing!
You guys don't get it. I'm used to seeing that Chinese fucking baddie. Like, I'm used to seeing Ada fucking serve
Leon
and take no prisoners. And
I feel like even just RE4, because I'm used to RE4 Ada, it translates over. I think the facial structure translates over, right? Like, it like she, even in RE2, still presents as more Asian, more Chinese, right? I mean, I look at the cheekbones, the nose. I guess it's less prominent than it was in, say, RE4 because, you know, the models are just more detailed, right? I don't know. I have a soft spot for RE4 Ada. I have a soft spot for that. That VA particularly, she did, oh my god, for perfect femme fatale.
this one is a prisoner. If you don't want to lose your Asianness, go try out G-Subs. It'll give you back your energy right back. It'll pre-render you into like whatever beautiful self you want to be. Use code Kinkymation at checkout, mama.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Claire, you're
I'm in between a 6, ironically, a 6 or a 7. I don't know. Just Claire does it in certain aspects for me, depending on her model. This one is, I mean, obviously she's supposed to be younger at the time of RE2. I don't know. This would be a smash, but I mean, this is like a 6.
are dying. Okay, no, Claire looks pretty cute. The outfit is Street Fighter nonsense. Like, okay.
It's Street Fighter slop.
Okay, hear me out. You're in Raccoon City, right? Fucking overrun by zombies. Like, they could bite you and turn you into one of them. Why are you bare-legged? Like, wear tactical pants or something. Like, baby girl. Oh, like, dude, the PS1 was not a good time. It was not the era that we wanted for, like, out for fashion, okay? I love her face. Lily, she didn't fucking know there were zombies. Oh, right. Not everybody knew. No one knew.
Yeah, as it turns out, Raccoon City just kind of happened.
He was driving a motorcycle. Wait, you're driving a motorcycle with bare legs? What's wrong with you? If you fall off, you're gonna fucking scrape off your entire kneecap.
The rule of cool.
Is this a bodysuit? It's a bodysuit, and then on top of it, it's like slutty short shorts and a vest. She doesn't look very tactical, but it's very pink. I like her face, though. I think 5.
It's the black and the pink that does it for me. I think I like the contrast. I'm notorious for liking black and pink.
Someone tried to kill me.
Yeah, he's like a 6. I don't know. I could see it. That's one of those pity smash things.
Nearly succeeded, too.
I don't know what to think.
Like, you worry about, like, scarring the poor guy, is how I look at this Leon.
On the one hand...
Your face is perfect.
On the other hand, what is he wearing? Is it very obvious to everybody that most of us have only seen RE2 from the remake? He looks like he's getting his high school picture taken. And
I don't know. I guess I'm the weird one, because, I mean, I've seen their older designs. I started with Resident Evil 4. But, like, I look at this and I'm like, yeah, no, this is just RE2 Leon. Like, maybe I'm the weird one here. Like, yeah, a lot of people are going to have, you know, there are people who are definitely going to have their first encounters with Leon being the RE4 remake or the RE2 remake. And it's like, I'm not bashing you. Like, I mean, you get into a franchise when you get into I got into Final Fantasy 14 during 6.4 Endwalker. Like, yeah, people start things late. People go, yeah, I've always heard about this thing, but never actually engaged in this thing. And then you get into it, right? Like, there's people who started on Halo Infinite. There's people whose first Halo game was Halo Campaign Evolved, right? Like, I'm not ever going to shame someone for like starting something late because we all just live different lives. People work, people have commitments, right? It's simple as, right? Like, I don't know. I guess I am weird because like even starting on RE4, I've binged so much Resident Evil content that this is just like normal Leon to me. And it's always like fascinating and nostalgic to look at this model, even though I haven't played really the original RE2. I played the RE2 remake on stream. It's on the gaming channel, the VODs I uploaded. Fourth Survivor made me very frustrated. That was a Kip raid stream, Fourth Survivor. But I guess it's just my own perspective. Like I look at this and go, yeah, no, this was Leon, his NASCAR jumpsuit RPD uniform.
He's so nervous. He's still pretty, but the outfit is so bad. Short sleeve RPD with the long sleeves underneath and the fucking sweatpants instead of like normal tactical pants. Like, ugh. And you're probably gonna get a glow up in other games, but like right now you get a 5, baby boy.
How much you want to bet this was a hazing thing? Like they make the outfit and it's like they have to wear it for like their first week of like their job, first week of being an RPD. How much you want to bet it's just a hazing thing?
But there's something out there, and it's coming
Obligatory 0 out of 10. No, hard pass.
after me.
Baby. Yeah, I'm not ranking you on the hotness scale because you're whittle, so you're on the cute scale. On the cute scale, you're very cute. I would say 8 for cuteness.
Yeah, no, little baby. In terms of like actual like child model, yeah, 7 or 8. Like actual, yeah, just child, cute baby.
The outfit is so adorable. I did not know that there was like a child in this game. I've actually never played RE2, so this is completely news to me. Should I play the...
Oh. See, Resident Evil 2 is one of those games that I have to give the warning of like, hey, how do you feel about child trauma? How do you feel about awful adults? If you have like a problem and or are easily triggered using the medical definition there by awful adults and and childhood trauma, you might want to not necessarily pass, but you might want to brace yourself because Brian Irons is he's a piece of work.
Remake, I should at some point. I like this outfit though. Like I would expect a skirt with an outfit like this, but I think that the shorts are better for like mobility. If she's gonna be like running around and stuff. The locket is really cute too. Just a very cute child.
The Resident Evil 2 models don't do the concept justice. They had so much aura.
I mean, I'll believe it when I see it because I think it's time for the remake!
I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
10, smash.
Oh, yeah. This is the fucking baddie we know and love! This Ada is still vaguely Asian, but definitely more Chinese than the OG.
I don't know. I guess I'm confused. I guess what is meant by vaguely Asian? Like, I look at Ada and I'm like, she's Chinese? I mean, I also don't actively, like, look at, like, reference images, art, like, on a daily basis, right? Like, let's be honest, right? I mean, we're talking how many terabytes of reference images that Kinkymation would have, right? I mean, we're like easily hundreds of gigabytes of reference images, and even if not reference images, it's reference clips and stuff, right? So like, she definitely has like more experience on the art side of things, and so she can see things that I really don't. I guess I'm confused by like vaguely Asian, but then again, I was also confused when someone was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm Wasian, W-Asian," and I'm like, look up Urban Dictionary, and I'm like, oh, just white Asian. I guess this is a thing that people label themselves as. I also just don't. Like, I have so many hours in a day to do stuff. So there are definitely things that just slip through the cracks.
I think this design actually got a lot of flack back in the day because they were like, why is she in like a cocktail dress and tights and heels? It's like,
stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Well, a girl can't go to a party and while a zombie apocalypse fucking breaks out. The outfit is much better. She looks much nicer in this. She will run in those heels. She will kick you in the face in those heels. She will step into your eyeball with those heels and you will thank her, okay?
Yes.
This woman single-handedly ruined one of the most attractive men in gaming.
Cut the shit.
And if you are in Team Ada, he married that baddie. But I am in Team Baby Eagle. So, like...
What do you mean Team Baby Eagle? Like shipping Ashley and Leon? But it wouldn't... That life differential is just too big, though. Like, I get it. I see... And obviously, you know, like, you have the end where she tries to flirt and, hey, maybe you want to do some extra, like, work. There's, like, yeah, Leon has eyes for Ada. I don't think that'd be a good ship, personally. Once again, we get to the concept of trauma bonding, right? Like, Ashley's, like, real... we don't really know a whole lot about Ashley, and we know that the president by the time of RE6 is a completely different thing, right? It's not Ashley's father by the time of Resident Evil 6, right? So we don't know where Ashley is, for all intents and purposes, at this point in time. Kind of like Sheva. You like how Resident Evil just keeps writing out, you know, just female protagonists, just female characters, like how they just, like, just gonna throw you to the side. I have issue with it because of differing life experience. I have issue with it because this is for all intents and purposes, you know, being infected by magical parasite. I say magical because, you know, obviously there's the whole like ultrasonic, you know, alpha Plaga talks to subservient Plaga, right? Even in the remake, right, where she was made to drink the black water, which as far as I'm aware, the black water is just more Plaga. It's Plaga-infested water. So, a traumatic and painful experience in being kidnapped, kept prisoner, having to dodge a bunch of cult fanatics. I mean, this is something she's going to be in therapy for a hot minute about, let's be honest, right? It would also be a conflict of interest because, you know, I don't think dating your bodyguard is necessarily the smartest decision, right? So, like, I see why people would say that, but I guess from the more, like, logical and even emotional side of things, I feel that this becomes like an Ellie Isaac situation, right? Where I got like Ellie in Dead Space 2, yeah, was able to fight Necromorphs, and she would definitely take out Necromorphs, absolutely, right? Strauss was kind of a weird one because, you know, Isaac was like, yeah, just whatever, deal with the Strauss guy, and Strauss literally, like, got the jump on her, right? That's a little different, right? Ellie is just a badass. Which, you know, I don't really... We want to talk about strong female characters in gaming. I don't hear people talk about Ellie a whole lot, which is really interesting to me. They also never mention Ada, right? You know, we need more strong female characters in gaming, and I'm like, but Ada Wong is literally right here. What do you mean? Like, are we not just gonna celebrate the characters we have? Like, I'm all for more badass female characters, don't get me wrong. It really feels like we just collectively forget we have, like, Sheva Alomar, Ada Wong, Ellie from Dead Space. It's so weird. I don't know. It's weird to me. She went off the radar, continued education on U.S. soil, avoided all the paparazzi. I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We don't really know enough about Ashley, right? I don't know. I disagree with the ship in a few ways. If you want the ship, cool, good for you. If you want to make art of the ship, you know what? Sure. I'm sure that, what was the thing that she said earlier, blowing out her back or something like that? I'm not used to the terminology, man. I'm sure someone makes the art. I'm sure someone would love to make the art. As someone who's played both the original and the remake, which there are differences overall. Like, I like Krauser's presentation in the remake, but I also dislike Sadler's, I actually really dislike how Sadler was in the remake. He was, I don't know. That's whole other conversation. I liked him in the original better. I liked how campy he was in the original in comparison to how he was portrayed as more muted in the remake. That's just a me thing, though. I would disagree if we're shipping Ashley and Leon. Like, I just don't see the same as opposed to Ada and Leon. There's just not as much chemistry there. It comes down to just trauma bond, and I think that they're just in two completely different parts of their lives.
Or married both. Who cares? You can be married to two people. I don't give a shit. Like, yeah, like, so this look for Ada, I actually do like it, because if you think about it, most people were not super in the know about the zombie thing, although Ada, I think, is a little bit more insider knowledge than most people.
We also don't know who Ada's employer was, I think. I mean, she could have been working for the Connections for all we knew. we know, especially with new emergent lore and stuff, like the connections definitely helped. As Umbrella was going bankrupt, they helped speed up that process. The connections have been around for, you know, a while. So I like this whole thing that they're setting up, especially with Xeno and Gideon and what we got in Requiem. It's been very fascinating. I also miss her cocktail dress. I think it's a Chongsim specifically, right? What it was. I missed that from RE4. Don't get me wrong. It was flashy. This is definitely a little more practical, right? There's definitely a charm to it, but I do prefer the traditional Chongsim that she had.
Also kind of giving Spy, which is kind of Ada's deal, you know? Hair is much better, face is much better. This Ada, I think I'm gonna give you a 9 on just like the sheer scale of like aura farming but sexy and just how bad you ruined Leon. Like, look at her face, she's so pretty. Still not quite that Chinese, but almost there. Fucking hell!
I guess I'd have to see a reference, like her reference images for what she would consider Chinese in art and models. I mean, I look at her and I'm like, I don't really... I guess maybe it's because I have familiarity with the character, right? Like, if this was a blind, like, here's Ada Wong, could I guess that she was Chinese, especially without her last name? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'd come to the conclusion, like, just, oh yeah, this is Asian, and then be able to, like, you know, like the eye doctor, the lenses, you know, until things come into focus. Eventually, it'd be like, oh yeah, no, she's Chinese. I think that the facial structure makes sense, but, like, I also have to check, am I just so familiar with the source material that I'm unable to look at this from a blind artistic standpoint? I'd say 8. Yeah, I'd smash.
Your eggs are still dying. She has 2 cats. Leon, please? Much better. Like, I love Claire in this, because, like, I think that this is actually the outfit someone riding a motorcycle would wear. She's hanging out in a motorcycle jacket. She has her gun. She has, like, her little boots. Full fucking jeans. She looks like a civilian. She doesn't look like a cop like Leon, but she looks like a civilian.
Because she is a civilian.
Who knows how to dress for the occasion, which is riding a motorcycle. Love the ponytail. Her face is gorgeous, stunning. Also, I would say a 9, because she's serving, mama. And because I really like this outfit. It's just really, really cute.
I do like the fanny pack.
Okay, I think 9s and 10s deserve the like.
All hail
for
the triangle.
Ada as well.
What the fuck?
Oh, much better.
8. Yeah, would.
He's getting a triangle because of the fucking future, but, like, look at his face. I love baby face Leon so much.
It's before all the trauma aged him.
And now he actually looks like a cop. Now he doesn't look like a guy in tactical sweatpants. Because he's wearing the combat boots, the bulletproof vest, she's wearing, like, full gear, like...
I think that he's overgeared. I mean, I'd have to, like, you know, speak to law enforcement, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe the SWAT unit dresses like this, but, like... If you think about, like, you know, you're going to go down the street and, you know, you see, you know, John or Jane Officer. I mean, I don't know, maybe they all wear bulletproof vests. Maybe they all wear knee guards and stuff. I mean, I'm thinking of just, like, just going out and seeing them. I mean, they're in their you know, black shirts, black pants, you know. They have their belt on, with their, you know, firearm holstered, radio on it. Like, I mean, they have stuff. I feel like he's actually over-equipped. So, I mean, it makes sense from an actual, like, setting standpoint, right? You know, oh, cool, this is the RPD thing, but, like, now he looks like he'd be off the Maryland streets. Maybe I'm just in an area where you know, officers don't have to be as heavily dressed. I don't know. I could be wrong. I also don't interact with, you know, officers, which is, you know, generally a good thing, right? Because, you know, if you start having officers approach you on a daily basis, you're probably doing something, right? I don't know. I mean, if this is just standard, I mean, I'll accept it. I don't deal with enough, you know, enough law enforcement to really understand if this is accurate or not.
Knee pads. So Leon looks much better in this. I prefer his Resident Evil 4 version more than this one, but I like seeing the youthful-faced baby boy whose existence got completely shattered. And not by the zombies, mind you, by Ada. Pre-Giga Chad. Good job, 8.
Look, okay, from the male perspective, like, Leon, she is the literal walking red flag parade. Like, that is a cognizant choice. Like, he didn't... I mean, like, you could argue... I mean, I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, right? Knowing how the story beats go, right? And it's like, going through... Leon really, like, he very much follows along like a lost puppy dog to a degree, and Ada definitely strings him along, right? But like, he could have chosen to move on. He could have ended up with Helena from RE6. That's a thing that could have happened. I mean, am I necessarily saying I would prefer that to happen? No. I think once again, I don't know. Helena had her own issues and, own investigation going on because, literally tied to the assassination of the president in setting in RE6, right? Like, I mean, yeah, Leon very much is, red is my favorite color. I would agree. And, I relate to that in a lot of ways. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, it's got to be, like, in jest, right? In jest of, like, oh, she ruined this poor man. Which is also just kind of a weird thing to hear as a man of, like, do women say that about each other? Do women just look at, like, one of their friends and they're just like, wow, you ruined that man? I don't think that happens. So I think this is this is strictly from the, like, artistic standpoint, right? The story beat standpoint.
Welcome to the family, son.
Fun fact, in old RE2 the reason why he showed up late during the outbreak was because his ex-GF broke up with him, causing him to get drunk.
Forgot about that.
So he play RE2 hungover?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aww.
Obligatory 0 out of 10 pass. Literal child. I think I honestly would give her a lower rating. Give her a 7 out of 10 on the cute scale. I think that the modernization makes her a little less cute.
Aww. Okay, I like what they did with the uniform. Like, it still has the shorts, but, like, we gave it, like, a much nicer private school feel. Very, very cute medallion. I love her hair. Again, she still remains at an 8 on the cuteness factor. She's super cute, and she looks so sad.
I would say, I don't know. I think that in RE2 original, she looks like she's younger, and it looks like she's a little older in RE2 remake. I don't know. I think it just hit from a story beat standpoint. It hits a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. Brian Irons is an abusive POS, right? Either way you cut it, right? But I think that there's a little bit more hatred that goes to Brian Irons in context of a younger Sherry, is how I'm gonna word that. I don't know. I think I'm a fan of the older design on in the cuteness factor.
There's always, like, a random child in these games, I feel. Let's move on to RE3.
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie.
Okay.
6 out of 10 pass.
You have to be Hispanic of some sort, because only a Hispanic man would open his shirt that fucking wide to go hunt zombies. Latino. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but it's right there. And he has, like, Latino swagger, too. You can see it in his face. He rolled up the sleeves to show up how jacked he is, chat. God, please. And look at his watch. Oh my god, it's gigantic. To me, like, his face is very pretty. Why is he, like, giving blue steel? Carlos, I think 7 for me. Because, like, you have to appreciate the fucking Latin swagger. Jill is...
I can appreciate it. It's just not something that I'm attracted to. It's not something that I just... that I vibe with to a degree. Like, I respect it. Especially when it's done well. Yeah, no, I absolutely respect it. Is it something that I look for specifically? No.
Back.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
I do like her with more, like, gear on. I would give her an 8 out of 10 smash.
Why did they yassify you? I'm guessing she's a civilian in this game and not a cop, because she's not dressed in her usual cop attire.
She's former stars, and she's, like, what? Off the books, kind of working to track down Umbrella. And that's when the Nemesis comes in, because the Nemesis is supposed to eliminate all remaining STARS personnel. That's its directive. So she's not officially working in, like, police capacity.
She's very cute, though. Like, I like the fit, and I love her face. She still has, like, the bob. I would say Jill is an 8 for me in this. She's serving.
I'm very curious, especially when we get to RE5, I'm going to be very curious what her thoughts on Jill are.
I got suspended from the police force. Why was she making Jill sandwiches?
RE3 starts with Jill at home when the outbreak starts, so she's not dressed for action because she wasn't expecting any.
So, like, she was just wearing a tube top and a jean mini for no good reason. God.
I mean, so hear me out. I'm gonna bring up this to really nail the point home. How many VTubers don't wear pants? That's my counter argument. That is my counter argument of just, like, yeah. I don't necessarily think that it's strange to, in your own personal time, wear whatever, or even not wear whatever. I'm also really, once again, dismissive as an individual. So many hours in the day, I can only care about so many things. Bro, look, if you're in your room and you're just absolutely wearing nothing, go for it, Captain. Just, I'm sure you're doing it in the comfort of your own home with the blinds closed. Why should I care?
Got it, thank you. Now, 3 does have a remake, so let's see the remake designs. Empezamos con Carlos.
Nice job, Super Cop.
I'm trying to think if I like... I think his original and his remake could do different things, so I don't think you could necessarily equate the two in terms of design. I mean, in terms of, you know, Umbrella Secret Service, or Umbrella Contractor, I mean, I give him an 8 out of 10, yeah. I mean, he's got that rough and tough look. I mean, his shaggy hair. I'm on the fence. I'm being the great fence sitter about if this is a smash or pass. I mean, I give it like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I guess that's smash.
Press.
Way guapísimo. No, he looks more Latino somehow now. Guapísimo! You know that, like, you have, like, a good, like, fucking, like, Hispanic man if he low-key looks Asian? Because for some reason, a lot of Mexican people, and I'm not joking, like, they're nicknamed El Chino because, like, they low-key look kind of Asian. I knew so many people like this. Here's the thing that...
Why did I remember that? Oh my god. I used to have a coworker, and we'd shitpost at each other, Lagucheron, which is not an actual word. It means nothing. I'm trying to remember what the base word for that was, though. I think it was like, what's the Spanish word for spoon? I think it was the Spanish word for spoon. And so it just kind of evolved into like just calling each other Lagucheron. Like one of the most cringe things you've heard today, but you know what? It was fucking hilarious. And I'm like, wow, I haven't thought about that in 10 years. Wow. I miss kitchen work to a degree. Not necessarily, when it gets busy and, you're flooded with tickets, but I do miss the banter. I do miss the shit posting at each other. Anyways, that's your, I didn't know this was a thing that Kip had experienced for the day.
Because, like, they low-key look kind of Asian. I knew so many people like this.
I didn't even know this was a thing, if I'm being honest. In fact, I'm gonna go message Chica right now. Not Kinkymation, but the friend I have, and I'm just gonna be like, so what's this I hear about Latinos and Latinas being so Latino/Latina that they're being so Hispanic that they look Asian? I didn't know this was a thing people talked about.
Here's the thing that makes this dude a Latino from a Latina. 1, scraggly hair. You cannot get away from the scraggly black hair, ever.
Yeah.
2, you can't tell if he's tan or if he's white. Doesn't matter. Everybody's mixed. Okay? We don't give a shit. 3, the eyes are almost fucking like low-key look Asian. No problem. Big eyebrows. 4, we cannot get a fucking neat beard to save our fucking life. Barbitas de Cantinflas or nothing. Yeah. And like, in terms of like guy hotness, you're a 9, Carlitos. Yeah!
I also just don't like facial hair. Just not my thing.
Carlos! And he looks so much better, like much more tactical in this. A great outfit. I kind of miss the like open shirt v-neck, like, oh, camisa rosa. But like, I also kind of like the muscle shirt too. And his arms look way more ripped. He looks less cocky in this, but like very pretty.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
8 out of 10. I mean, still a smash. I'm trying to think. I think I like her RE1 design better. Like, actually.
Okay, this definitely looks like a fit that you would be wearing in your apartment, more than like the jean mini with boots.
Is that not... She actually does wear a classic look at the start of the game. Well, yeah, like, is this not, like... I guess it's not a tube top, so I guess, like, yeah, this is more functional because this is tank top status, right? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I am not the one to ask on how clothes work and how they fit. I'm lost on that one, Captain. I might have a great wealth of knowledge on a bunch of things. I might be even referred to by some as the great fence sitter. Yeah, fashion's not one of my strong suits. I just wear all black. That's my claim to fame. It sucks during summer. It's the Cynthia effect.
But it's still sexy though. It's still good. I like her hair so much. She has a great face. Yeah, Jill, you're still an 8 for me. I like that they kept her original color scheme, but I do like that, like, this outfit implies that she had some tactical gear left in her house, and as soon as she heard, like, a disturbance, she geared the fuck up. Which I like for her, you know? You don't understand how many people hated this outfit because of her wearing pants. It's more practical!
People hated this outfit because she wore pants? Bro, who has time to get upset over this? I'm just happy we get new artwork and stuff, dude. I'm just happy we get more material. Maybe this is why I don't vibe with the internet sometimes. I can't fathom being upset that she's wearing pants, and because she's wearing pants, that is a source of frustration in my life. Bro, that's literally why, like, replacement textures and stuff exist. Actually, I can't even say that, because from what I understand, when we had the I don't think it was ray tracing, but there was a NVIDIA update. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a ray tracing update, and that bricked a bunch of mods for RE2 and RE3 remakes. Now I remember. Yeah, I know, I'm remembering that now. So I can't even say that because, yeah, maybe you can get them to work. Maybe there's a worker. Maybe you can down patch to an older version. I have no idea, if I'm being honest. I don't know how that works. And that being said, Capcom has been against mods since what, the Street Fighter incident with someone left some mods on a PC, and I think Chun-Li was on screen. So it's always the minority that messes up and makes it harder for the rest of us, is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, as someone who used to own several jean miniskirts like that, that's not a stay-at-home outfit. That is a date night outfit, okay?
She'll have more reference than I do on this, bro. I haven't been on a date in, like, $11 years? Maybe? That sounds right, yeah.
And especially not a tube top. Mama, if you are at home, that bra is coming off, and those sweatpants are right the fuck on, mama. I'm sorry, but, like, I would not wear the tube top and jean miniskirt in the zombie apocalypse. If I was hanging out at home, I would be hanging out in, like, jeans and a tank top, dead ass. I don't think anybody had a personal vendetta against the OG design because she's still stunning. They were just thinking about, same with Claire, practicality. People hated her facial model. They called her ugly as hell. Let me say something about the facial models, okay? So, the reason why a lot of people have been having issues with the facial models for video games nowadays is because back in the day, we did not have, like, facial mocap the way that we do now. Nowadays, a lot of characters in video games are based off real people, real models. Aloy being a good example for it. Before that, though, we could not scan faces the way that we do now, so they had to model these from scratch. So normally, the faces were a lot more, like, conventionally attractive because that was the model they had to go off, and they had to make them by themselves. Nowadays, we can scan faces, so which means we can get a lot more range in facial features. It also makes it look more realistic, and to some people who only really want to see anime titty, realistic equals bad. That still being said, there's still some stylization in Capcom. No one has eyes as big as fucking, like, Ashley, for example, and no one is as, like, fucking attractive as Leon is at 50, so there's still stylization here, but they're using—
Excuse you? What's her face? Hold up. So, she said, nobody. What is it? She said nobody. I actually take issue with this. What's her name? Rocky Horror Picture Show, Janet, is it Janet Weiss? Yeah, Weiss. Yeah, Janet Weiss. Who played her? Oh god, who was her name? What was her name? Rachel Berry. Janet is portrayed by Rachel Berry. She was in her 60s, and she looked fantastic from everything I've heard. So, I'm going to take some issue with that. There are people who can look stunning, even into their 60s. So, that's my counter argument there. Yes, I am a fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, that's all you're getting from me today, because I will spend the next 20 minutes talking about that.
Real people for models. And that's why faces look so different now, and that's why people kind of, like, bitch about that. But, like, to an extent, I get it, because, like, if you go from, like, the one that you were used to originally to the new one, it might be a bit jarring. I don't think it's, like, a gigantic deal, but I get why some people might be like, I don't know.
They just do different things. Simple as.
Okay, this next one is called Code Veronica, which I did not know was a Resident Evil game. Chris is back!
Wait, you attacked the island!
8 out of 10, yeah.
And my sister!
No, Chris! I like his face, but the outfit is just no. Like, the pants and, ugh. No, like, this version of Chris is a 6 for me, because, like, his face is still very attractive and I love his hair, but, like, the outfit is bad. Bad Chris. No, not, yeah, he's not a hottie yet.
What's wrong?
I mean, as a man, I mean, I would contest that. I think that he actually is, he has a lot going for him. I mean, he's up armored on the chest with the vest, right? I mean, sure, his color scheme is out of whack, right? But I mean, I don't think he's awful.
Steve, shoot him!
8 out of 10, smash. I don't know, it's hard to get that 9 and the 10 out of 10 from me.
I do like this one for Claire, I think. She looks cute. Not my favorite fashion choice by far. Like, I'm stunned into silence at the fucking fashion of the old RE games. Face is still very pretty. Hair is much shorter. I like how she's handling them.
But wouldn't the midsection fall into her own criticisms about practicality? Because an exposed midsection, especially because, like, you know, she made the cognizant choice to go to Rockford Island and stuff, right? The exposed midsection is, yeah, it's sexy. It's appealing. I mean, is that necessarily something that you're going to wear when you go to an island that has a presence by Umbrella? You know, people who you don't necessarily have a good reputation with. So, I mean, I bring up, you know, if we want to talk about practicality from what's been discussed in this, especially from the remake perspective, I think that does run afoul of it. That being said, this is also a game from, what, 2003 or around that period of time, and it does fall into an older design logic, right? In older logos. So, of the era, and, you know, especially looking at, like, the Jill shoulder pads and stuff, and, you know, going to RE2, I think this is a natural evolution. I think that makes a lot of sense for the era. In the remake, I don't think she's going to have an exposed midsection. I think that it is going to be seen as not practical.
Guns. I would say this one is a 7 for me because I don't love the outfit. And there's
also, you want to talk about practicality, you know, especially if you're using, you know, dual-wielding automatic weaponry. I mean, it's not going to be a good feeling when you have hot brass ejecting outside of the firearm and it hits you on the hip, right? It's going to suck.
This one's called Steve Burnside. Oh, boy.
5 out of 10 pass.
Yeah, you look like a Steve Burnside. You know, like, the hair is aggressively twinky. Are his guns gold? Are his guns? No, he's not wearing, like, Yakuza style. Fucking, like, oh my god, what in the Hot Topic is this?
I love that I looked at the guns and I'm like, Drang? Like, Drang from Destiny? I'm like, that's not what those are. I love that my brain that's what my brain gravitated towards.
What the fuck are these? Like, dragon pants? This is aggressively early 2000s. Is that a bomb? It's a like little gay choker. I love it. Like, what the hell is the outfit? The golden guns are giving me more pause. He's that tacky. This is the tackiest design I've ever seen. And, like, we've seen some tacky. He was a whiny baby.
Bro, not the Evanescence. That's actually Final Fantasy XIV, the Pandemonium Raid series. Good God, some of that was Evanescence coded. Like the tree or the chick with the parasite snake. Oh my God, dude. Like tier 2, P like 5 through 8 was like very Evanescence coded.
I mean, the chat immediately popped off, so I guess, yeah, no. Steve, what is this? I've never rated anybody lower than a 5 in Resident Evil, but you're a 3. Because, yeah, that fucking fashion sense is atrocious, mama. Disgusting. Or reverb.
The next remake is rumored to be Code Veronica.
Oh, God, please fix this character. Please fix him. I think he needs it desperately. Thank you. Next, we're moving on to RE4. We all know this one. I played this one. I played the remake, Screaming. No! Woo! Ashley!
Help me, Leon!
I'm trying to remember. Was she 18? I'm trying to remember if she was 18 or 16 in this. I think in the remake she's around 20. Because there's two separate mentalities there. Because if she's not 18, obligatory 0 out of 10, do not pass go. She's 18 to 20?
No! Woo! Ashley!
7 out of 10 would. That's a smash.
Help me, Leon!
So Ashley's not exactly playable. Well, she is actually in a section of the game. This is
the single section of the game, if you're using a model replacer, notorious for bugging out.
the original ballistics, okay? The only thing I knew about Ashley going in is that you could put her in dumpsters. Now, Ashley's really cute.
I missed that feature, actually. Not just putting her in the trash, because I do like me a good Danny DeVito meme, but like it was actually really good to be able to not have to deal with her for a bit. Like, not even like the screaming, help me, Leon, but like I need you to stay safe right here while I take out all of these Ganado. I do miss that as a feature.
I think that she has an adorable face. She's very mousy, big ears,
Mousely,
adorable character. Like, it's the cutest fucking thing on the planet. Ashley, for me, is a 9, because look at baby girl. She's so brave and she's so cute, and her outfit is like super Scooby-Doo coded. And I think this one was the one that was like voiced by the Sandy Cheeks actress, so like that's why.
The door's locked, I can't open it!
Yeah, Ashley's sweet, but like apparently she was way more annoying in the OG.
Oh my god, yeah. No, so it was a product of its era. She could get annoying at times, absolutely. Then again, generally if you're in a section with her, especially in the village, the early game, there's generally a dumpster on hand to put her in, so you can just not deal with her, deal with the threat at hand, and then, cool, hey, follow me. I was never really super annoyed by Ashley. I just kind of tune her out after a certain point. I kind of tunnel vision on what the objective is, like, turning cranks and stuff. Sometimes she gets in I had a couple times where she'll just get in the way of my shot, and like I'll panic, pull the trigger, but she doesn't have time to duck because her model has to duck. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't ever really find her super annoying, and I've gone through easily 10 runs of RE4, especially New Game Plus runs.
Resident Evil 4. And then we have Daddy.
No thanks, bro.
I would actually give him a 9, and that's a smash. I would actually give him a 9.
Oh.
A 9! This is like PTSD fucking special ops Leon over here, showing up to like the beautiful land of España to take back the baby eagle. The $2,000 trench coat. Excuse you? This is a sheepskin coat, mama. Not even a coat, it's a jacket. Because, like, underneath that amazing jacket, he's wearing, like, the tightest shirt you could ever imagine in your life. This is Leon in his peak. This is, like, Leon in, like, what, like 20-something? No longer as baby. We've been through some tactical training. We've hashed it out with Chris. He's begged me to fucking impregnate his sister, like, 50 times.
We also had in Darkside Chronicles, we had Operation Javier in South America. And that was Krauser's backstory, which we didn't actually know at the time of RE4 because, who's this Krauser guy? What do you mean? What do you mean that they used to be comrades? Did I miss an RE like 3.5? Yeah, no, like that we didn't know, and then so we got more context onto that, and then the RE4 remake, it kind of bakes it in a little bit to the game.
But we're besties. Like, yeah, this is Leon mastery. Okay, now we move on to the remake. My first Resident Evil game.
High score, here we come.
Nine smash.
May I just say a 10 out of 10?
You're a legend, mate.
She bordered on that 10 super hard. I think it's part of the face. I can't describe it. There's something about the face, but it's also probably because playing the game, you have, Sadler take over her, and she does the whole, like, Temperance Child bit, right? Well, Sadler does it through her. I don't know. Like, she's really close to that 10. I don't know. I'm so close. I would say 10. I mean, it's a Smash regardless. This I'd actually give her a 10.
First Resident Evil game, and this redesign for Ashley was perfection. It's still aggressively Scooby-Doo coded, but it fits the setting so much better. It's cold in the part of Spain that they were in, okay? Even in the summer. Hair, flawless. Eyes, gigantic. They hit the ears. Lips, plumpy and adorable. A lot of people didn't like this redesign because they were like, oh my god, what happened to the boobs? They're still there, mama. When you're wearing a blazer, your boobs don't go nowhere. They just get...
Yeah, it's just... Your figure and your silhouette just, like, increases, right? Like, it's being hidden by a jacket. That's how fabric works.
Kind of like hidden. This design is perfection. I love this for Ashley. I ship it with Leon until the end of my days. They're adorable together.
I have to disagree. That is a personal disagreement. I see where she's coming from. I think that, like, we're talking a relationship 5-10 years down the line. I think that this ends in a divorce, personally.
Never! She looks like 20. She's in college, so she's in her 20s at least, yeah. I really like what they did with her face in the remake for 4, because she looks so cute. Borderline anime. And she does actually have an IRL model. Yes, she does. They just stylized it more, which is what I think you should do.
Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Manimal! This is the
9. Yeah, that's Smash.
first one. Leon stays a 10 out of 10 from now on, by the way. 10.
You're a legend, mate.
And I'm not just biased because it was my first Resident Evil game. He's kept that fucking hairline till the new game. He got fucking, like, implants in his head before he started losing anything. His girly pop took care of it. Mugging the shit out of everybody. Look at that chiseled fucking jawline.
It just doesn't sell it for me. And that's what she's describing and what she's fawning over is actually what keeps it from being a 10 out of 10 for me. But then again, I'm also a dude who happens to like women. I have a preference for women. So I'm trying to look at this as objectively as I can, but I guess that is also a factor at play.
The side bangs, the fucking blue eyes, pouty expression. Like, Ada, how the fuck would you sleep on this? Ada, like, you see this, and you don't immediately fucking get on that fucking dick. He's been salivating for you for, like, ages, dude. He loves your fucking stupid yee ass, and you're like, nah. Not for me. Ashley's gonna steal him from you. Will you be playing Requiem against Leon? I will overcome my fears from the Grace segment so I can look at Leon. Yeah, probably. Like, I'll have Hubby with me, and if it gets too scary, I'll hand him Grace and I'll play Leon. Fuck it. I want to cut down zombies as, like, daddy. Like, ugh. It's just...
I liked Grace on New Game Plus where I could just use the Magnum. Just use the Requiem and just shoot everything. But that's also how I play Resident Evil. I play the first playthrough, I unlock the bonus features, and then I go through and do my grinds and achievement hunts.
Perfection, 10 out of 10. The fucking stupid sheepskin coat, they made it leather now. The still tight muscle shirt, the fucking harnesses on the legs, gun, gloves. Ugh, God, stop. I don't know a single woman that doesn't think that Leon Kennedy is attractive. And that means they did a good job. I've seen the Leon Tramstat mod. Put it in the video. Dude,
So I had Chica respond to this Latina being so Hispanic they look Asian. And she's just like, yeah, that's a thing, surprisingly. One of my cousins looks Asian, but he's Latino. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. I guess this is just a thing I've never heard of.
I would have Leon Kennedy as my house husband. I don't give a shit.
Ashley bought the porch for her husband/daddy.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but like, if you read between the lines, he married Ashley. Perfect hairline, designer clothes.
What?
But like, if you read between the lines, he married Ashley.
I mean, look, we don't technically know. My money's on Ada. I will be very surprised if it was Ashley. I wouldn't really contest it. I would be very surprised.
Perfect hairline, designer clothes, Porsche. That is fucking Ashley Kennedy.
The movies, not the live-action ones, at least established that Leon and Ada have gone on dates, so there's that.
I mean, that's nice, yeah. Okay, RE5, let's go.
I actually adore RE5. Soul Smasher, thanks for the resub. I actually adore RE5. I'm a huge fan of RE5. I have 100%ed this game.
Chris is back.
Sheva, hurry! Come on, hurry!
Sheva!
Guess who's back?
9 out of 10, Smash. They also slimmed his, they actually slimmed him down. I remember the old Game Informer, in the older builds of the game before release. I think his like bicep tricep area, I think it was like double the size it is now. Mostly just like design things that they ended up like revising for the finished product, like just massive.
Back again. Rock Puncher's back. Tell that friend. This is the one where he punched a rock, right? Because those arms are jacked. This is
no, it was great.
This is when, like, the point that hubby told me that Resident Evil went from spooky scary to what the fuck is this?
It became an action game. So here's the thing, and I feel it's a very compelling point to bring up. When we look at Resident Evil 4 and how campy it was, especially when we in the castle, we're missing this from the remake. The lava section in Salazar's castle, right, where you get on the funny two-wheeled cart, and then it's the room of fire-breathing dragon statues, right? We're missing that. Even in the remake, we still have a giant Salazar statue, right? So when we objectively look at where Resident Evil 4 was going, where we came from, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 0, etc., right? Where we were, where we came to Resident Evil 4, and then we get to 5 and 6, is it any wonder that we became more action-oriented? Especially because historically, games have had games have historically wanted, a Hollywood cast and stuff, and they've wanted eyeballs on it, right? You could also argue that, this was the era Call of Duty was getting popular, right? COD, World at War, COD 4, Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 came out around the same period of time. So we look at the gaming industry, and is it really a surprise that it was more action-focused? Especially coming from things like Code Veronica, where, people look at, Wesker versus Alexia Ashford, Wesker versus, Chris, right? I think it was the natural progression for the time period, both in just the games industry and just from a media perspective in general. And yeah, it kind of unraveled for a lot of people. Then we get to RE7, which was very much, hey, let's get back on track. Let's get back, to what we're good at. We could still have some of the action set pieces, but let's keep it on. And here's the thing, right? And I know a lot of people are going to be really upset to hear this, but I'll say it again. Resident Evil 9 Requiem was Resident Evil 6 just done better. Because when you look at it, we do have different sections. We even, by default settings, Grace is first person. Leon is third person. Yes, you can mix and match and change that. But, you look at 6 and you look at 9 and you're just like, okay, there's a lot of similarities here. And I don't mean that as an insult. I enjoyed 6. I enjoy 6 in a lot of ways. Finding people who do enjoy 6 and play 6 is a different challenge altogether, though.
I like this. This Chris I like. This Chris I'm attracted to. This Chris is a 9 on the Luli scale because that Dorito body, arms! Also, the hair is messier, the shirt is tighter, and he looks he's on a mission, mama. Ooh, good job, Chris. Sexy. Next is Sheva. Am I finally gonna see what Sheva looks like outside of that meme?
Looks like
what meme?
Like Tomb Raider.
That's weird. Oh, the replacement, right?
Something's not right.
Oh, I get it. Why would you mod this for Lara Croft?
Did you put a fucking mod in this?
No.
She's so sexy though. 9.
What's the joke here?
And the fucking lesbian in me, I don't know why, chat. The fact that she looks like she's just been through hell and back makes it harder to me for some reason. Wait, that's...
My silence is deafening, because I'm very... I get that Lara Croft meme, but, this kind of came out of nowhere, honestly. Okay, we do actually get to look at actual Sheva.
It's not Sheva? Hubby's laughing at me. What's wrong with you? That's Lara Croft. Why is this in Spanish? If the next one isn't fucking Master Chief, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I think I'm a little defensive on Sheva because I actually do like Sheva. I would actually give her a 9 out of 10 smash. I actually do like Sheva. And I'm actually still bitter she hasn't ever come back into the game series. So I don't know. I look at this and I guess I'm a little bitter on the game side of things and also just kind of I'm trying to word this. I'm trying to word it because I'm not trying to hate, right? Clearly we're referencing memes here. I look at this and I'm just I don't think the joke quite lands with me. Because, I get that, yeah, this is... She hasn't seen Sheva before, therefore that's a bait and switch, and then we're actually going to see Sheva. I really think they did Sheva dirty, though. You want to talk about a strong female character? I mean, Sheva, right? Once again, I also enjoyed RE5, so I'm in the minority of people, I understand. I don't know. It's...
The motherfucker of your husband laughing because it wasn't me. Wait, you did that? You suck! I was like fucking like lezzing out and like, I love you, but like that was a great bit. How dare you set me up like this, you absolute piece of shit of a person. Show me the real Sheva, you cocksucker!
Welcome to Africa.
I don't recant my statement. She's still a 9. Like, God, she's hot. Okay, yeah,
That's the one.
I could tell why the dude could tell immediately it wasn't Sheva. Like, the skin tone is completely different. Like, the guy was like, that's not Sheva. Just say, it's not black, dude. Like, she's so hot, though. Dude, the tactical pants are a vibe, but then, like, the, like, lavender silk shirt is just everything. Tattoo is lovely, by the way. And this one's fun, because it's one of those designs that it's, like, sexy and campy, but it's still functional. Fucking... I'm gonna go poke my husband's eye out. Excuse me, like, do you know who would never set you up like this? Do you know who would never betray you? Chat? Gamer subs!
I also just never got into Tomb Raider as well. Like, I like that she likes Sheva's design. I don't know, man. It's one of those I have to kind of shrug my shoulders, and people just don't like RE5, and that's just the fact. You know, I enjoy it, and I just need to just kind of shrug my shoulders.
So unlike my fucking trash rat of a husband, it's delicious, energizing, focus, absolute fucking hydration as well, sugar-free, keto-friendly, like 40 cents a serving, chat. There's so many flavors. And if caffeine is ooky spooky, then you can try the caffeine-free versions, which are the ones that I personally swear by, because they're delicious. And also, AFK, do you have trouble sleeping? Do you have a rat husband that you need to fucking put down? Yeah, AFK's got you, baby boo. I just got a brand new gigantic tub of the brand new flavors, and I'm going to give some to my husband, so he will go to bed instead of playing Scott Pilgrim when I'm trying to sleep, alright? Check out gamersubs.gg/Kinkymation or use code Kinkymation at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Alright, Sheva hot. Who's next? If it's Master Chief, I'm gonna kill you. Oh wait, no, this one's called Revelations. More Chris.
Forgot Revelations was on the 3DS.
Can you get any buffer?
You should have worn your thermal underwear.
Yes, you can. Okay, like at some point he's gonna explode out of his shirt. Like, still a 9! Still a 9!
I'd give him an 8. I'd give him an 8 smash.
Been up with...
I am biased though. Because I played a lot of RE4, RE5, RE4, I am biased towards this Chris design. I will be transparent because there is a bias that exists.
Still consider main story. Weird! It's like before RE5. Interesting. Okay. Like, he still looks like he's gonna burst out of his shirt. I like it. Jill! Jill is back.
Don't worry. I've done this before.
9 smash.
9. Longer hair, but still, like, keeps the silhouette.
We have the bodysuit here.
Like, the bob. Gorgeous fucking bodysuit. Very tactical, but still very sexy. And I love all her equipment. This is a very good Jill, yeah. Oh, dude.
Oh my god, that doesn't breathe, does it? Oh. I feel she would get really hot. Also, they are just squeezing the melons. That can't be comfortable. That's not even like underbust support. That's like, honestly, if I were to isekai myself into this outfit, the belt would probably piss me the fuck off. Oh, I don't like how this feels. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna, pass. No, no. I can appreciate the aesthetic, but like, you are gonna roast in that, and you are getting absolutely compressed up here. That cannot feel good. Like, your outfit shouldn't just be a mammogram.
The fucking titty being held up by the belt strap is just chef's kiss.
I hate snow. Snow hates you.
Pass. 3 out of 10.
No, I don't like you. 0 out of 10. This is like insane meth head energy. Globshito. He looks like he's high on something, chat. It's not life. Not a fan favorite. No, everybody in chat is like, ew!
This explains our missing crew.
I can see the appeal. 4 out of 10. Pass.
You know what? I would give this one an 8 because I like the swagger. He's aura farming. Does he have a perfect maxilla? No. But he fucking owns his shit. He's a confident dude. He's kind of cute. He has like Italian riz. I like the crotch straps. Revelations 2. They made 2 of these?
They probably would have made more of these.
End of the line.
Barry
Pass. 3 out of 10.
Burton. Love the uniform. He looks like he's been in a minefield and a half.
Surprised she didn't cover the RE1 version of him. Interesting.
Yeah, I can see it with Barry. Also an 8 to me. The face is lovely. This was the Jill Sanders. Oh, was this the guy who saved Jill from an untimely fate? Okay, I like Barry. Tactical dad bod. This is a tactical dad bod. Objectively, that is exactly what this is.
I mean, as somebody with a dad bod, I don't find the dad bod attractive. That's just not me. That's just not my thing. I also like women, so like that transparency because bias.
Good job, because like, yeah, tactical dad bod. At a 10 out of 10 description, no notes.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
She's cute. 8 out of 10 smash.
I like Claire because like they're making her feel more and more and more like she would write a country song while beating up a zombie in every single iteration that she's in. Claire is like aggressive country gal energy. Canonical woman in her 30s. Ooh, your eggs are dying.
Bro, I do like me the 30-year-old age bracket. I don't know, dude. I was having this conversation last night actually where it's like what is there to talk about? Hypothetically, if I met, Ann woman, right? And she was like 22. What is there to talk about? Like what do we have in common? What life experience do we share? Like, don't get me wrong, I like covering things like credit and like talking about really boring and mundane stuff sometimes. But like that's not even all that. I just what is there to talk about, right? Like I was thinking about this and have thought about this. Look, you're 18, 20, 22, go party. When you're 25, sure we can talk. Like, but what if I'm not a party girl? What if I'm, don't want to party, Just enjoy your time. Get some life experience. Just enjoy your time. I don't know. I also just vibe with the like 28 to 35 age bracket personally. Just I think there's a lot more in common in that age bracket to where I'm at 31. I don't know. Then again, I also haven't been on a date in 10 years. So that's one of those things. Like, am I necessarily, I don't know. Am I the one to really speak on that? I think that 30-year-old age bracket is definitely underrated is what I'm going to say.
But she's so cute, though. I would give this Claire an 8, because I don't like her face that much in this one. But, like, it's still pretty. Okay, this one's called Moira Burton.
What does she remind me of? Who played in the, kind of reminds me of Lindsay Lohan a little bit.
I'm assuming this is Barry's kid, because same last name.
Jeez, Gramps, get it together!
Okay.
Pass, 0 out of 10. Literally a minor.
Okay, but, like, I love the goth aesthetic. Dude, I had an outfit like this, like, the few times I went clubbing. Like, the jean shorts with, like, the skirt, like the tights, and, like, the combat boots, and, like, the...
I think it looks cute. I think this is a banger aesthetic.
Jacket, that's pretty cute. This has to be Barry's kid, right? She's kind of cute. Yeah, oh, she looks like Grace. She's terrified. Dude, like, the long t-shirt with, like, the hoodie jacket and the super short shorts are a vibe. This one also gets an 8 from me. Very solid outfit, I think. But there's more attractive women in this. I do think so.
Nice to meet you, too.
0 out of 10. Pass. Literally a child. Cute factor. 4 out of 10. I expect her to crawl to that TV screen asking me if I saw a funny videotape. Something, croaking about 7 days or something.
A baby. Again, cuteness scale for the children. I don't like how slicked back her hair is.
Even if Moira Burton isn't a minor, she kind of falls into that minor category. I don't know. There's been a phrase. It gets a little bit of flack. Back when I used to play L5R with a local group. What was it? I'm trying to remember. I have to sequence it because it's been a while since I've heard it. I've talked about it before. If you're not 16, you're 12. And if you're not 18, you're 16. It's mostly along the lines of, like, you're literally not an adult. You're going to be treated like a child. I don't know. Moira Burton just comes across as childlike to me, especially her struggle. Because in her backstory, as I understand it, she actually has a fear of firearms because she accidentally... I think she shot her sister or someone. She shot somebody because she FAFO'd with one of Barry's guns. And that was kind of her whole like character growth arc, being able to pull the trigger, being able to, you know, kind of overcome that trauma. But she comes across as at least a child, even if she's, you know, over the age of 18. She comes across as a child to me personally.
She's a little bit too like The Shining coded. She's giving creepy little girl, so I'm gonna give her like a 7 on the cuteness scale because something about this child is ominous and I can't quite put my finger on it, so I don't want to know. Okay, RE6, let's go.
It's all. He's a 7. That's gonna be a pass.
Always something with women.
Am I allowed to say someone looks like? Let's just say that you're American History X-coded. Let's leave it at that, okay? Like, this game, no one likes it apparently. Like, I
Once again, I'm the weird one. I actually enjoyed RE6. I actually liked what it brought to the table. Could it have been better? Absolutely. Like, yeah, this is a weird one because I'm actually one of the few people who actually like it. Also have another friend who sometimes streams. She actually likes RE6 too. Like, is it a perfect game? No. Do I enjoy what it does? Yeah. It's also really funny because you have the whole quickscope thing. So as peers with your anti-material rifle, you can just hit both triggers, and you just like, you know, no scope whatever's in front of you. It's really funny to me personally. I don't know, especially when you get through your first playthrough, you do infinite ammo to your achievement farming. It's honestly fine to me. I enjoy it. I think that the mercenary system was honestly really cool and kind of reminiscent of what we saw in Requiem, right? Where you have like a zombie who just has like an axe embedded through them and then use a special action to be able to like just use the axe to tear them in half, right? And like going through Requiem, right? We had some similarities. I don't know. Like once again, I feel Requiem is 6, but just done better. So she's not wrong. I would argue the vast majority of people don't like RE6, but like you also run into like one of the few people who like actually does enjoy RE6 when we talk about this reaction.
I see it. Like I would say 6 for me. I like the tactical gear, but I don't love his face. I think that it's a little bit too edgy for no reason. Ada's back!
Appreciate the gesture.
Double. I mean, this is a 10. 10 out of 10, like hard smash.
Sure, but I'm a big girl.
Dude, okay, Shamir, this is a Fire Emblem fit. Love the pants, love the shirt. Let's see the face, because that's the main thing I judge Ada by. Okay, good. Yeah, you look a little more Chinese in this. Well, no, I'm sorry, but like the remake spoiled me on Ada's face. Because, like, they rounded it out more, her lips are fuller, and, like, her eyes look definitely more Asian. Like, this is...
I mean, yeah, if the newest is your actual, like, reference point, I see where the criticisms come from. I came from 4, and I came from, like, 6. I didn't play Resident Evil 2 until the RE2 remake. Like, the actual first time me playing RE2 remake is actually up on the gaming channel, right? So, I'm used to, like, this design more. And I'm not even, like, opposed to, like, the modern Ada model. I'm not even opposed to the modern Ada design. Like, this is just the one that is, like, 4 and 6 are my anchor point.
Vaguely Asian. It's still a good design, but she doesn't look like an Ada Wong, mama. She looks just like an Ada. I like the bow, though. Before the RE4 remake, Capcom stuck to making non-white models for her. Yeah, you could tell that they probably have a bit of a struggle.
What was Sheva? What? that's a statement.
Plus with that, because again, no models. I'm pretty sure that Ada has a model reference now. Ada wrong. It's not so much the eyes, because people thinking that the only thing that makes someone Asian is like the eyes being a little bit more slitted out.
No? What? I'm gonna toss the R word there. I feel that's a little racist. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like, yes, what makes someone Latina or Latino is just only their skin color. Like, what? Like, oh, that is a canned statement. No, I mean, it has to do with, like, cheekbones and, like, proportions, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I brought up her nose as well recently, like earlier on in the video, right? Like, there's more to it than, yes, her eyes are kind of slitted, therefore Asian. Like, what?
No, it's also, like, the feature. So, like, if you see, like, a Chinese person, you'll immediately notice that, like, their faces tend to be a little bit more rounded out. The eyes are obviously Asian, but they also have slightly wider noses. Okay, this nose for Ada is way too long and way too slim, and they also tend to have fuller lips for the most part.
Sure. I mean, I guess I see the, I see where she's coming from. Like, it's not even opposed to the new design. Like, yeah, I think that 6, when I look at it, kind of deviates away from 4, and then we kind of, like, course correct pretty hard into what we see in the RE4 remake. Yeah, I can see that as logic. I could see the logic through that.
So it's not just the eyes, it's like her face looks very American. Not a bad design, mind you, but it's a 6 for me.
That was too close.
Nah, that's a 10 for me. This 100. I would let this woman ruin my life.
Chris is back again. Oh, Chris is getting to like DILF Daddy.
7 out of 10. That's gonna be a pass for me. I think the older Chris gets. Nah, that's a pass.
Status. Chris, you're a 9 for me, even though this game doesn't exist, baby boy. Was he like...
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this game definitely doesn't exist. And, you know, people definitely didn't enjoy, you know, Leon and Chris duking it out. Definitely not.
Like 39 here? Yeah, he looks good. He grumpy, very grumpy. You'd be grumpy too if your sister's eggs were dying.
I didn't bring it.
That's... It's almost like RE6 is his story about trauma and how he wants to pass it on to peers. Like, there's so much there. Like, RE6 is a very trauma-filled narrative when we look at Chris. Like, he's angry and he feels out of character, especially when he gets over his amnesia, right? And he wants to go after Carla, right? He wants to go after the fake Ada, quote-unquote. Like, he's angry. He's not thinking rationally. Yes, he does feel like he's out of character, but he is also just angry, trauma-filled. He doesn't want to be there, and he wants to just punch the nearest thing. Like, I don't know. I enjoyed it personally. Like, there's so much context. Helen is a 10. I would let Helena ruin my life. I'm not proud to admit that.
Any evidence? Did you?
Helena Harper. I'm guessing she's a civilian. I love the fit, mind you.
Nope, Secret Service.
Corduroy pants with like the vest is a vibe. But like, regular woman. Yeah, regular woman. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna go say 7 on this.
The people in chat saying regular woman clearly have not played RE6. Actually, how far in was that to Leon's campaign? I'm pretty sure it was like 5 minutes into the campaign that we have like context of her being Secret Service. I'm pretty sure that's one of her openings. Like, why is she here? Why is she around Leon and the president after the president is, you know, turning into a C-virus zombie? You know, she's Secret Service and has information. Like, she's like a specialist. Like, she is not just a civilian. What?
Because I do like the outfit and I do like her face. She's like Leon's co-op partner in this game. Oh, okay. Leon is in this game?
Yeah, agent.
It's either them or us.
6 out of 10 pass.
And they don't hesitate.
Still hot. I like it though because he's like wearing like the shirt with the sleeves rolled up and then like the vest and the pants. Like this one is a 9 because he's like a little bit more on the lean side, but still hot.
It's the long face that's kind of throwing me off. The lighting on this one is a little unflattering.
Leon still got it! He's so pretty.
To tell
Thank
you how bad Leon's campaign is, he's voiced by Matt Mercer and no one talks about it.
I actually didn't know that. I don't know, man. Like, it wasn't awful.
He was? There's a lot of characters in 6, what the fuck? Pierce Evans.
It's where you belong.
Okay.
7 smash.
Pierce is kind of hot. I like the military uniform. I like the scarf. I like the confidence in the posing is a lot, chat. We like that.
Like, so in the antagonist video, how we got the mutated form, are we getting Pierce's mutated arm? Are we getting that version?
I do like the vibe. There's swagger. 8. There is good swagger here. You're no Leon, but there's good swagger here. This is Chris's partner. Oh, okay. Yaoi boy.
Yeah, and he wanted to pass on the torch to him, but Piers ended up sacrificing himself, actually controlling the C-virus ravaging his body, and saving Chris. Also killing, was it House, H-A-O-S, the big B-O-W at the end of all the campaigns? Like, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time. Like, is it a game that I play all the time? No. Is it a game that I'm like, you could just probably watch a cutscene compilation and get through? Yeah. I enjoy my time. I liked what it added.
He was Ethan before Ethan. Oh, wait, do people ship Ethan and like...
No.
Yaoi boy. He was Ethan before Ethan. Oh.
No, that's not how that worked.
Oh, Oh, wait, do people ship Ethan and, like, Chris? Sherry Burkett. Oh, wait, did you show up before? Sherry was, like, Whittle.
Tiny.
Are we still Whittle now?
It was the same thing I went through after Raccoon City. And it was just as shitty the second time.
9 smash.
Oh, she grew up really cute. That's more like the Capcom face I'm used to seeing now. She's adorable. I love the hair. Very, very cute design. You know what? 8. The cargo pants are cute, and I like the scarf, and I like the shirt, and she looks cute.
It was the figure that honestly sold me on it. I was gonna go 8, actually, like, ironically, but I think that there's something about her, like, how her figure and face play together that gives it a 9.
Cute. Okay, like, a lot of characters came back for this one. What the fuck?
Yes!
Were they trying to make it like the Avengers, like, everyone is here almost, and then it fucking backfired massively? 4 games at once. I know I believe that. Thank you.
Yeah, people ship.
It was too overly ambitious, especially for the tech at the time. Like, look at Ari. If you want to know what 9 is, or sorry, if you want to know what 6 is, go play Resident Evil Requiem, and how Grace has her own story and her own play style, and Leon has his own story and his own play style. Leon's very much more action filled. You're gonna, meat grinder into the zombies, into the threat. Grace is a little bit more sneaky, more Resident Evil 7. That is in essence Resident Evil 6. Now think Xbox 360 limitations. More the latter half of the 360 lifespan, right? So like this is like post Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, right? Like, but I mean, this was still the console that like 99 Nights was on, right? Like, I couldn't get in. I made it through Infy's campaign, but I tried doing it. I tried doing more, and I just couldn't mesh with it, right? I think it was too overly ambitious because you had Chris and Piers, which was just a gung-ho, action movie. And then you had Leon, which was kind of more along the lines of, like, RE2. And then you had, like, Jake and Sherry, which were kind of, kind of this weird mix, like, behind the scenes. They're doing their own things. They have their own, like... It was more Resident Evil 3, I guess, because the Ustanak was a consistent pursuer. You also had a snowmobile section, obligatory Call of Duty turret section, because that was of the era. And then you had Ada's campaign, which was very stealth-focused, right? Like, yeah, all of them had pretty action-intensive gunplay, but, like, it was over... Think Resident Evil Requiem... Add 2 more characters to go back and forth with. Even if you're like, I want to play an all Grace mode, or especially if you're going to play all Grace mode and all Leon mode, right? And then add like, I want to play an all character X, I want to play all character Y, and then they all kind of bob and weave each other. Because like, yeah, Grace and Leon, bob and weave between each other during Requiem. So yeah, quite literally, if you've never played 6, Xbox 360 era, Resident Evil Requiem, with 4 campaigns. That is a pretty descriptive way to get across why the game is received the way it is.
Chris and Ethan because of how much Chris glazed Ethan in 8.
Oh my god. Speaking of Ethan, we move on to RE7, which I think revived Resident Evil.
Yeah, it was the breath of fresh air. This was a reset.
RE7 was when I first started getting interested in Resident Evil. I watched the Scary Game Squad play this game. I actually did not fucking play this one myself.
Hi, Cox.
And I had a great time with it, and it just kind of made me fall back in love with like the horror genre. We start with, who the fuck is this? Clancy Jarvis.
Who in their right mind would make people do this shit?
Oh, is this one of the reporters from like the whatever, the news pilot? 2 out of 10 smash, not my type.
Oh, right, Clancy was playable for like a very, very brief second.
Oh no, this is the escape room guy.
I think 4 out of 10.
Waste my time.
Man thing.
And then it's the boy, Ethan Winters.
Do you want to see my name in the obituaries?
Baby boy. Babe, could we not get a better picture of Ethan?
That's the joke!
Right, so I think that most of RE7 is played in, like, first person. Ethan! He's fine. Assume Ethan is an attractive blonde dad because his kid is a fucking blonde, adorable baby. I really like that in Requiem you can pick between the 2 of them, and I'm gonna play in third person because I'm not playing in first to fucking save my life. Absolutely not. Ethan, though, you know why Ethan's like a 9 for me?
5 out of 10 pass. Like, I mean, he's suburban dad.
Dad energy. Like, the Dilfiness? They're like, fellas, Fellas, and ladies, if you're into ladies, listen to me. Listen to advice from Mommy Lily, okay? Because, like, this is important. There is nothing more attractive to a woman than a capable man. Why do you think that women are attracted to DILFs? Why do you think that women are attracted to Leon Kennedy? A man that is capable, a man that can take care of himself and therefore help take care of you is the most attractive thing ever.
I have to try to withhold comment on this because social media, as a man on modern social media, it is a lot of back and forth. It is a lot of being told that, you know, being a father figure is part of the ick list, but actually women actually like a capable man and a capable father figure, and well, dad bods and beer guts are just icky, but simultaneously dad bods and beer guts are, you know, attractive to people. And like obviously like that's all like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Obviously that's like subjective to each person. Not every woman is the same. I know this is going to come across as, you know, well, I know it's going to get me canceled because it's going to be controversial to say not every woman is the same. Women have different tastes, like men have different tastes, right? That's why we have men. Why do we have the meme? With the memes of, you know, do you like ass or do you like booba, right? Some people are ass men. Some people are booba men. Some people like the absolute territory on the thigh, right? Like, It's almost like we're all different and all like as a man on modern like social media though, I'm gonna be honest, dude. This is one that I have to kind of close myself off a little bit on because there is so much discourse, so much paradoxical and contradictory discourse that it is genuinely a point of frustration for me and even anxiety, if I'm being completely honest, right? Because I don't know. You have people who are like, you know, oh yeah, all bodies are beautiful and, you know, just be comfortable for you who you are. And then they get upset and then they say, nah, you're just fat, right? Like, whether you think it's cruel or not, you know, I've literally had this happen where, you know, all of that good and positivity ends up being an act. The person was a piece of crap. Don't get me wrong. This is one I have to like explain that I do have some bias on, and I'm not. This is something that I have to be transparent. I can't give good feedback or advice on because if I'm being honest, I am as a man on modern social media, I am just incredibly conflicted and torn because there are so many differing perspectives, especially from women. Right. Look at compilations the Dadvocate puts together. You know, what's on that ick list on TikTok? You know, you have one woman saying this, you have another woman saying that, you have men saying this, you have men saying another thing, right? And it is all about finding yourself. What is your definition of who you are? What do you define as being a man, right? I mean, and these are different things that everybody can answer. But this is definitely a sore spot for me in terms of like, you know, men, this is what ladies find attractive because from an objective analytical standpoint, that is kind of true because every woman is different, right? I mean, there are women who are absolute supermodels who, you know, they date a dude and he's like 600 pounds. And you know what? If they're into it, good for them, right? It's like one of our mods was saying recently, like, man, my 600-pound life, the show, really kind of backfired, didn't it? And I was like, in what way? Where you have just, you know, some dude who's 600 pounds, and he just has a supermodel as a wife. And you know what? It made me think a little bit. And don't get me wrong, you know, we have disorders, thyroid disorders, dietary disorders. Sometimes it's lifestyle, sometimes it's medical. Literally a spectrum of what causes weight, right? I mean, just so many conversations. But like, yeah, this is one I have to be a little transparent on that I really can't give good feedback on because I am torn as a man on social media. You can only get told so many paradoxical and contradicting things. You can only get told so many times that women would much prefer meeting a bear in the forest than ever talk to a man before you kind of just like, I don't know, so something just breaks inside you. Like, not that you, like, hate women or anything, but something just kind of breaks, and you just kind of grow apathetic.
Ethan going life and limb for his wife, and then his baby, is, like, the most attractive thing on the planet, I'm sorry. I love Ethan Winters. He's a great character, ripping fucking pieces, but, like, this man fought the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with a pistol, a dream, and hallucinating the entire way through to save his wife. And then he got her pregnant! If that isn't a fucking winner, I don't know what the fuck is that. Is capable?
Spanish for his Outbreak.
Capable. Fucking
Outbreak is a side game, so by the limitations of the list, Outbreak wouldn't be included.
Baby. But like, all these other fuckers are single. The only one out here actually fucking reproducing, doing his god-given fucking job and using that ween is Ethan Winters.
Technically, because technically, it's not his body after the intro of 7.
He has a fucking kid to prove it, who's probably gonna be in like Resident Evil 10 or 11.
Oh, good news. I'm gonna be coming home.
7 out of 10. This would be if it was a Smash, I'd regret it. This is a pass.
Soon, yay!
Wifey! It fucking hurts! Mia's actually really cute, but she's much cuter in like RE8. Because Mia spends a decent chunk of RE7 looking like an absolute cokehead. So Mia, you're like a 6.
That was too close.
But like,
to be fair, this is also the limitations of the RE engine. Like, this was the first game, right, that used the new RE engine, and like you can definitely see like oh my god, because I had to run that. I had to do some challenge runs for achievement hunting on New Game Plus. So I got acquainted with how like Mia's hair like moved, especially in like the intro after you save her and she moves around. Like it's very, very much the first like the first final draft, or like the first essay of the RE engine.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's like the fault of your environment. Like, oh, the gray hairs. Mia, I'm so sorry. Speaking of Mia, let's do Resident Evil 8. Chris is back!
Sorry, Ethan.
Yeah.
Pass. Not into old man territory.
9.
8. I mean, I would argue we have some objectivity in how he appeals. I think that's gonna be a pass for me though.
9 because you're not a dad. But like, dude, the coat, the fucking wool coat, and that shirt that looks like it's gonna just rip. And like perfect beard, gloves, like dad, like Dilfy energy. I'm so glad he got off the roids. He's natty, but like it's daddy natty, you know? Like, ooh. How does his shoulders keep getting wider? It's Chris Redfield. What do you want?
That boulder punching asshole.
I wouldn't necessarily consider him a protag. Oh, this is just a yeah. Boulder punching asshole does make RE5 canon. Tell someone next time someone goes like RE5 is not canon. Just remind them that Heisenberg confirmed that RE5 is canon.
And Ethan.
Okay. Where to start?
7 out of 10 pass.
So Ethan's not supposed to have a face, but it's okay because he's a dad on a mission and he's the sexiest man alive. Leave him alone. Is that a strong maxilla? No, but he mogged everybody because he actually fucked. Ethan, I love you and you will always be dearly remembered and beloved, and you're the best, Ethan. We love a dad on a mission. Number 1 dad.
You're a legend, mate.
We're there, chat.
What do I do?
Baby. Okay, so for me, Grace is when Resident Evil finally perfected their face game.
Actually, she didn't cover Chris lookalike, whatever you want to call it. She didn't cover Chris from the Not a Hero DLC. Also, Jack Baker's brother from the DLC, the other DLC, End of Zoe. So we actually missed those. But I guess they're, technically side content. It depends how she's counting DLC. I mean, facial animations are cool. Like, Grace is cute. I guess, like, attractiveness, I mean, 8 out of 10 smash. But, like, I mean, the question comes down to, are we talking about Grace who still hasn't reached self-actualization and is literally riddled with trauma? And not that there's nothing wrong with being riddled with trauma, right? That just means that you have your own journey, right? So, like, if you were to, I don't know, frick someone and they ended up breaking down and crying and trauma dumping, that's going to have a different, like, feeling than fricking somebody and then having proper aftercare, right? I feel like early game Grace would very much, end up breaking down because she still has a character arc to go through. She still has to come to terms with her trauma. She still has to find her own way, right? I mean, she's jumpy. She's aloof. She's, You know, just in the opening cutscene, right? Her boss, knocking, and she just jumps, right? She's jumpy, she's antsy, she's anxiety riddled, right? She still has an arc to go through. So in terms of personality, and yeah, I'm going to be controversial. I do look at personality. Looks aren't everything, as controversial as I know that can be. And I think like that would be, if we're talking like early, like beginning of game, Grace, that is a firm pass, because I wouldn't want to do something that led to more trauma and more inner turmoil, right? Like, that's not even me necessarily not wanting to deal with that, not wanting to deal with the crying and trauma dumping, because I feel anybody in that situation would kind of feel put off, right? Like, I don't know, imagine you find a really cool guy, and you do the funny, and you have a really good night, and then he just breaks down and cries about his ex-girlfriend. I guarantee you that's not going to feel good, ladies. It's not going to be a good time, right? I don't know. Just like, it's one of those things that I think early game is a pass. Later game, self-actualization, she finds her confidence. She knows who she is. She's able to be comfortable in her own skin. Yeah, I think that's an actual smash. I don't know. I have mixed opinions.
Because she has a real model, but her eyes are significantly bigger than a real person. She is adorable. Normally wears glasses. And I've heard her gameplay described as...
I do actually like glasses. I like the big classic thick ring spectacles. That's actually a huge charm point for me.
But like, that makes sense. Look at her. She looks like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, she looks like she's not meant to be in this situation in the slightest. Mama, baby girl is spooked out, scared. I would give this character design a 9 though, because she looks the part of like a spooked out civilian that has a tie to this fucking whole mystery, and she's doing her best, okay? Please don't spoil Requiem, because I want to play it. I'm just waiting for a little bit longer.
Okay, 5 months. So she had to play Requiem by now.
Before I do, so I can like get over my fears. But like, yeah, she's FBI, but she's not like at the same level as like someone like Leon, for example. She's not a field agent from what I remember in the trailers. Like, they asked her to go in the field. She didn't really want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they did. And nobody saw that as a conflict of interest. Her boss, literally doing that as a conflict of interest, still has his job. So we can argue that, and I think reasonably so, the Connections orchestrated this behind the scenes. How is her boss not compromised? How did that boss not get performance reviewed? Maybe, I don't even think that's like performance improvement plan. That is an actual, like, this was a conflict of interest. Grace had a tie to this location. This was not okay for you to ask her to go out on this mission for. We need you to resign. Or they take him in a funny black van and he breaks rocks into smaller rocks for the rest of his life. Because that is actually one of the story beats of Resident Evil Requiem that I still arch an eyebrow at. One, she got bit by the zombie at the beginning, and then we can kind of see like she has bandages on. But like, she just wasn't infected by whatever Gideon used to infect that guy with. And I guess at that point you have to hand wave, oh, well, Grace probably has Elpis inside of her because Spencer, did Eolia Shenberg Gundam 00, predictions and wanted to make sure she was vaccinated. I guess you wouldn't even have to say like super, they just wanted to make sure she was safe against bioweapons, I guess. But like, yeah, just that's literally a conflict of interest. And I remember when we initially streamed this, we talked about this is a conflict of interest to send Grace into this environment. Why is there no oversight? And if there was oversight, if there was a lack of oversight, and, the Connections did rig this, how does her boss still have a job as her manager at the FBI? I get that it's meant to kind of, it closes at the open, right? It's supposed to compare and contrast where she is versus where she was. I do have a narrative misstep with that. I think that there's some criticisms to be levied against the narrative.
She's a very cute character. I love the jeans. I love the white t-shirt. I like that we're keeping the body type fairly modest. She's not that old, but she's not super young either, so...
She's 20s.
The short hair is a vibe. I love the silveriness to it. Very, very pretty. And then finally, last but absolutely not least...
Well, that's my cardio for the week.
9 out of 10. Yeah, I gotta give it the smash.
Daddy's back with a hairline that Ada or Ashley absolutely paid for, but Mama, I don't care. Aged like the finest wine in in the land. Married. Probably a father. Already fucking bumped it up to 11 out of 10. Leon! Mama.
If that man is actually still fertile and not sterile, it wouldn't be hard to imagine with the amount of stuff that Leon's gone through. Remember, he went through the radiation treatment in RE4. I think it was UV radiation specifically, but I don't know if we have any details other than that. I'd have to double check the files in both 4 and the remake. You know, it's not impossible that unfortunately his huevos might have been fried, or insert virus, Raccoon City syndrome, right? Other things. It's possible.
Like, refined musculature. Look at that neck. That is the neck of a man who works out. The fur-lined leather jacket, the gloves, the gun, nicely fitted pants with combat boots. Like, I've heard Leon's gameplay be described as, ah! So, like, I'm excited because I want to cut through zombies. I'm sorry, like, all the ladies at Capcom had something to say about this, and I'm glad that they did, because this is, like, world's finest, man. Like, fellas, this is what you want to be in your 50s. The hair is optional, because we know that actual real life is not that nice. But, like, if you can, like, be fit in your 50s, that's it. That's all you need. He aged so well. Like, holy shit. And I think that might be about it for this segment. Psych! I still have DLCs. Okay, we start from 2.
Oh, now we're getting DLCs. How do you do Hunk?
Hunk.
Alpha team here.
I actually love this. It's cool.
Mission accomplished.
I told you this was, like, an attractive ranking, right? Why did you put a Lethal Company OC in this?
4 out of 10 pass.
He's iconic, yeah, but it's a fucking 0 out of 10. I can't see his face. I can't see if he's mogging everybody if I can't see his face. Tofu, if it's the same. I swear to God.
Alpha team here.
Actual tofu. 0 out of 10 pass.
Mission accomplished.
Don't worry about it.
Wave. Like, holy shit, what is that? What is that?
It's tofu.
0 out of 10, that's just a fucking block.
Yeah, it's tofu.
Okay, there's remake versions. Fuck me.
Nighthawk, this is Hunk from Alpha Team.
6 out of 10. Smash.
Better. Still a 0. I can't see his face.
I don't know. I like the military attire. This is a 10 out of 10. This is an 11 out of 10. Objective smash, okay? Anyone who says otherwise is just, they're just lying.
Okay, that one's actually kind of funny. Like, I get the joke better in this one. Tofu, you're like a 1 out of 10.
Complete global saturation.
It's an angry tofu block, chat.
Long time no see.
Oh my god, 10 out of 10 smash.
Wait, is this the dress that people got mad at because they were like, why the fuck would she be wearing this in rural Spain? I do have to concur, even though it's very sexy. I do like the design quite a bit. I think it's hot. This is the most Chinese thing she's worn so far, though. It's hot, but like in a Bond girl way, not in a tactical agent way, for sure. Like, I would say I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's not practical, mama.
It's not practical, but man, is it perfect.
Like, we don't need to just show bare leg. We're not monkeys.
Don't think too hard, handsome.
8 out of 10 smash. I don't know. I like the older A design.
Much better! I'm sorry, this mogs the fuck out of the other one. Mother is mothering in this. First of all, 10 out of 10.
You're a legend, mate.
I don't know. I'm the inverse here. I'm much more preferential to the old design. I can look at each of them, the original and the remake, and I can respect what each of them are doing, right? Especially with advancements in facial technology and stuff, right? Like, I just have a preference for the original design.
Let's zoom in on that face, because finally she looks Chinese! Nose is wider, lips are a little bit more plump on the bottom, have a nicer shape. Her eyes actually have the shape that they're supposed to have. Face is a little bit rounder, much better. This is exactly what a spy, but sexy, would wear in the fucking region of Spain, which my guess is León or Asturias, would be wearing. It is cold up there. But, like, they didn't just give her, like, a bodysuit and we're done with it. They gave her a sexy red sweater. The harnesses for her equipment. And then, because we have to keep it because it's Miss Wong over here, thigh-high boots with heels. Leather mini gloves that are the fucking thing on the planet. If you prefer the dress version over this, you have, like, no concept of what makes a character sexy. I'm sorry, because...
I mean, I guess I'll take the L. Like... Yes, I see what you're presenting, and I agree with it, yeah. The harness makes sense. Yeah, thigh-high boots, its form, its function. Like, I would, my counter is, like you said, this is more appealing in the Bond, like, villain type way than the, you know, than the remake, which is more form and function. Utilitarian is a word that comes to mind. It just makes more rational and reasonable sense. But my bias is I do prefer the original design, so I guess I'll take the L.
Like, she is covered from head to toe, but her personality is shining through in such a fun way, and she looks curvaceous, incredibly sexy, super capable, and actually dressed for the setting. This is why this design is better. Not only does it fit the setting perfectly, it's still sexy, just in a different way.
Millions will die.
Oh, yeah, but...
But she's from the main story of RE5. She isn't just from Desperate Escape. I guess, yeah, she's playable in Desperate Escape, so I guess that's the logic here. I mean, yeah, it's like it's exactly like she said, though, is that this Ada is doing something different. She's sexy in a different way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm wrong about a great many things. I guess I can be wrong about Ada, and that's fine, I guess.
All right.
9.
10 out of 10 smash.
Jill! Oh my god, the ass. Dude, that's a great battle suit. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so question. There was an RE collab with Nikkei. Why didn't we use this one? This one is perfect, right for the jiggle.
Because we're so far removed from it, and I think the last thing we've heard from Jill Valentine prior to Dead Island, which is a movie, not even a game, was an email in, like, what, Revelations or Revelations 2? I can't remember. Like, yeah, once again, female Resident Evil protagonist that's just missing. Where is she? I don't know.
There's always room for a beautiful lady.
Dude, I'm so glad that, like, we have more.
Josh is great, actually. 8 out of 10. Smash in the kind of father figure way.
Or, because, like, I thought Sheva was gonna be, like, the only character with melanin in this. He looks great. Love the tackle uniform. Great face. I'm gonna give you an 8. I like your vibe. The uniform is missing a little bit of personality, but I do like how generally, like, chiseled his face is. Very, very pretty. Okay, then we go to 6. Someone called Agent.
I mean, 0 to 10 pass. I don't know what he looks like under there.
0. I can't see your face. Wave. I need faces. Wave.
He's also not technically supposed to be there. He's only there, and I think he was added later by a patch if you wanted to co-op Ada's campaign, because initially you had to play Ada's campaign solo. So he's kind of an afterthought character.
I'm Redfield. I'm glad we found you.
6 out of 10. Just pass. Not a fan. This is not Chris. You cannot convince me this is Chris. I know this is what, you know, the new facial technology. This is like a Blue Umbrella clone of Chris Redfield. Ain't no way.
Chris looks so 9. Chris looks like, ooh. Chris aged so well in fucking Resident Evil 7. I can't fucking believe it. Like, yeah, nah. Super, like, DLC for 7. Mama. He looks so good. Dude, like, the stubble makes him look hotter. This is when he quit the
pass. Ugh.
steroids. Good. He went natty. It suits him.
We gonna fix this, Zoe. You're my family.
End of Zoe. Oh, yeah.
2 out of 10 pass.
I heard that this DLC was really sad. Silver Fox, though, 8.
Welcome to the family.
Poor Zoe. I think that Zoe got done dirty in 7. Yeah, for sure. This is Jack Baker's brother, actually. He only punches. Oh!
Yeah, it's U.S. Marine Corps Simulator. That's the whole point of the DLC. It's great.
No, that's even hotter. I'm sorry. 10 out of 10.
You're a legend, mate.
Man said, fuck it, I'm punching everything. Did he punch a gator?
Yeah.
And very much lastly.
Yeah, I get it.
Pass. Even if she... So what is it? How much time passes? Is it like 15 years or something like that? I'm 95% sure she's still a minor by the time of the conclusion of Shadows of Rose. 0 out of 10. Literally a child. Pass. Even if she hypothetically was like 18. Pass. I mean, to be fair, Shadows of Rose was literally about a father helping his daughter, right? Like, that was kind of the point of the DLC. I just can't see Rose in anything other than a, like, daughter figure light.
Fuck you.
Ethan's baby girl. Rosemary Winters is super fucking cute. She looks a lot like Mia in the face, but like the eye and hair color is distinctly Ethan. She's so pretty, so soft, so cute. She does have a DLC, which I actually never got to play, but I hope that she gets her own game in the future, because I think that she deserves it. After the ending that 8 had, very much warranted. I'm gonna give you an 8 on the scale, because like you're very cute, and I appreciate that. And I think that like that's everybody in like DLCs that's like story relevant.
So
I think.
far.
How the fuck is Honk and Tofu relevant? Explain this to me, Wave. Very, very cute though. I love this franchise, and I can't wait to play Requiem. I'm just waiting a little bit so everybody can like clear spoiler jail. And yeah, Resident Evil is great. It's super fun, campy, a good time generally. I think that Capcom has been doing a great job. The character designs are all really solid. Despite the fact that they're just like normal people in like tactical gear, they still have a lot of personality, which is really, really fun.
Relax. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, you use the outfit to express themselves, right? Leon being in the funny NASCAR RPD onesie, you know, he's a rookie cop. It's his first day on the job. He's going to try to be prim and proper, right? You have Jill in her casual attire in RE3 Nemesis, you know, she, you know, trying to go on with her life, you know, she's not on duty, very much more casual, right? But still a little flirtatious, right? Ada Wong with her Chongsum, right? Trying to be sultry and sensuous, you know, being that femme fatale, you know, able to, it actually came into function in the original Resident Evil 4. She actually had to reach where her leg strap was to pull out a pocket knife and stab Leon in the thigh when the Plaga was trying to take over, right? This was on the island. So, like, you know, you can tell a lot about a character, just in general, not even a Resident Evil. You can tell a lot about a character by their outfit, right? Was it James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2, right? His jacket, especially, he bears a lot of similarities to, what is it, the protagonist in Jacob's Ladder. I haven't seen Jacob's Ladder, but, like, I hear it has a lot of... It inspires a lot in Silent Hill, especially Silent Hill 2. So... You know, that's one of those things that, you know, it's storytelling via clothing, via fabric, right? And even then, even if I prefer the old Ada over the newer Ada, right? Like, the new Ada still tells a story. I guess she leans back a little bit on the femme fatale. Like, she's still in femme fatale territory, but not to the campy degree that the original was, right? And maybe that's... I've had disagreements with her audio cuts, which cuts were taken and which were implemented, because it feels like half of them were good, half of them were just like, what happened here? Like, who decided to put these voice lines in the game, right? So you get this very mixed experience. Her VA is fine. When her VA delivers in the cuts that are good, she delivers. But half those cuts just, I don't know who picked and chose what made it to the final game. They dropped the ball a bit. And I've been pretty consistent on that fact. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Like, I like that the outfits have always been used as a way to express something about the character, right? Where you have Chris, you know, RE5 into RE6, you know, getting more and more gear on him, right? You know, lighter clothing, lighter undershirt in RE5 because it's Africa, it's hot, right? You know, showing off his, you know, his muscles, his biceps and triceps, you know, how much stronger he's become, right? Visual storytelling. I like it.
And more importantly, I was right. The hypothesis was right. 90% of them are hot as fuck. Like, there was very few not attractive characters in Resident Evil. Holy shit, Capcom knows what they're doing. And you know what? We appreciate that on this channel. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel a fuck ton. Which one is your favorite? Which was your favorite of the fucking DLCs? Like, holy shit. I almost had a stroke when I saw Hunk. And don't forget to go check out G-Sub. Go to gamersubs.gg/Kinkymation or use code Kinkymation for 10% off your entire order. Absolutely delightful flavors and great merch.
I thought it was a good video. I don't know. I'm definitely of an antiquated mindset where I prefer the old Ada. Both are good. Both are good in their own ways. And they are just different eras of the game, right? Much like how, you know, Spencer was portrayed differently in RE5 than he is portrayed in, you know, RE9, right? And, you know, you have a series go on for enough time, you know, and people are going to want to change things or at the very least recontextualize things. I thought it was good. I thought it was an interesting watch. I definitely see why some people might have some conflict or some friction with this, but ultimately I think the upload was good, especially if, you know, Resident Evil 8 was her first game. Resident Evil Village was her first game. Like, I mean, the fact that she just didn't say everything old is bad, right? I mean, I think is like she didn't actually say everything old is bad, right? So, I mean, I can have a lot of respect for that. I think we shared a mentality in a lot of ways, but there's definitely some things we diverged on, which was honestly just really fascinating to watch. So thank you for watching. Thanks for spending, wow, we did actually cross the 2 hour mark. Thanks for spending 2 hours with me. Appreciate it. I had a good one. Hopefully you guys did as well. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you miss characters like Sheva and Helena. Let me know if you think I'm on base. Let me know if you think I'm off base. And I'll see you in the next one.